It's Operation Babble with Myke Shrews. It's pop culture, music, movies, TV too. It's time to explore life. It's Operation Babble time.
What's this? What's this? There's Tivis everywhere. What's this?
Oh no.
There's Michael in the trees. What
Chair.
Oh man. Hey, there you go. Why hello everyone. That will be relevant if you're actually watching the video.
No.
Well, I mean,
wait, Tivis, what shirt are you wearing?
immediate stroke. Immediate, right out of
Cow
the
chop. Rest in
Okay,
peace.
you're the only one not wearing a Christmas themed shirt. I'm sorry. You can we is there a way to Phantom Zone his ass out of
to
here?
fucking ban him, dude. It's
I
funny.
don't
It's
own
funny
a
you
Christmas
mentioned that. It's funny you meant. Well, one, I don't believe that. Second, it's funny you mentioned that. Danny actually hit me up yesterday. I haven't heard from him in weeks because we kind of stopped doing Equilibrium because they were trying
Danny
to
from Equilibrium, so
Yeah.
people know.
yes,
Or Comic Chats.
Comic chats. If you're nasty,
With an S.
Comic chats. I did the podcast Equilibrium with him on Sundays for a while when we covered Stargirl and a few other things, which was a lot of fun.
We were gonna start Mandalorian or no?
We were gonna start season 2 of Mandalorian, but then they ended up doing a Lovecraft watch party thing, and we moved it to Thursday because their sports show does pretty good. I think it's called what is it first? I said First Take. That's fucking Sports Center. Square
Big
One.
Ten?
Square One.
Yeah.
And that's doing really well. And apparently people like sports, and those happen on Sundays.
Also, they didn't want to hear you bitching about Mandalorian for
I would
6 weeks or whatever.
I would imagine that's probably part of it because, to be fair, I have been watching a little bit of Mandalorian, and my opinion still stands. It's really pretty. It looks really awesome. Everything about the production is solid, except the writing is fucking abysmal. The show is retarded. And they finally named Baby Yoda.
I'm very much enjoying it.
So that was exciting.
Yeah.
Did they finally name him?
How long until people
Right.
start using it? Yeah.
What did they name?
Because I've seen 12 articles today still calling it Baby Yoda.
What did they name him?
Grogu or
Grogu.
Grogu?
Yeah.
Grogu? That's an actual name?
Yeah.
I just
his
thought
name.
that was people memeing that shit.
No, that's his name.
I thought there was
I clearly have not been watching.
Yeah.
I
Rosario Dawson, our bae from fucking Clerks 2, showed up as
Men in
Ahsoka
Black
Tano.
2 and everything.
Men in Black 2 is
2
shit,
and-
though. Come on, dude. Come on. Men in Black 2 is terrible.
Balchinian.
Come on. I will still maintain the only good part of that entire film is the part when Will Smith gets stuck in all the plastic tubing. And he has to the countdown's happening.
Yeah.
It might be some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my entire life.
Also, if you're talking about Rosario Dawson, don't forget Daredevil. Luke
she's great in
Cage,
Daredevil.
Punisher. Was she in Punisher? I think she shows up in one episode of Punisher.
She reprises her role from Daredevil.
She's the Nick Fury of the Defenders universe.
Oh yeah.
She calls her the night nurse. They call it she's the night nurse.
Yeah.
She's where all those guys like Daredevil and Punisher and Iron Fist and all them go when they get hurt.
She disappeared from most shows after Defenders, though.
Yeah.
I swore she was in Punisher, both seasons.
FYI,
I haven't finished season 2, so she might be. I don't know.
So I could be full of shit, which I tend to be. That's why my eyes are so brown. I may or may not have somehow watched Rent, the movie Rent, not the stage show.
Yeah.
And not the AIDS show from Team America, but the actual Rent,
Which
also has Rosario Dawson. Which also has Rosario Dawson in it. Also, fuck both of you. Funnily enough, I was watching that. I may have noticed something, and I want the internet and you guys to tell me if I'm full of shit. I think
just before you say anything, yes.
Okay,
I think you're full of shit.
Oh, that I'm full of shit. Oh, okay. Because you might eat crow if you actually agree with me. We'll see what happens. The main apartment that the two guys are living in, that Tay Diggs owns, who's a beautiful chocolate man, I think it's literally the same apartment / set from Daredevil. It's literally the same layout. I was like, oh, the electric box right by the door.
Yeah.
I think it's literally the same set.
Maybe. I haven't seen that movie in forever, so I wouldn't.
I just want you guys to get bored and screenshot it and check it out someday and tell me if I'm weird. Because
if anyone has it, screenshot it, send it to us on Twitter.
I 100 think it's the same apartment.
It very well. Yeah, I watch so many sitcoms. My wife and I always notice whenever a set is reused and just repainted.
Oh yeah, same. Oh dude, the Angel office, the Wolfram and Hart office, is used in everything. Pretty much anything. If CW made it, you're gonna see that set at some point because it was Oliver Queen's office at Queen's Consolidated.
Mm-hmm.
Same room. Because I'll never forget it because I'll just always remember Angel as a puppet.
Well, every time they go
him and Spike fighting each other.
Every time they go to Oliver's apartment when he gets like the skyrise apartment.
The cool
thing.
glass wall.
Yeah. I swear to God, I've seen that in like 5 other shows. I'm
sorry. I
I
always laugh my ass off when he outs himself as Green Arrow. It's just like, why would you ever live in a house just filled with glass?
Yeah.
Like, it's so dumb. Like, the show
Probably
got really
bulletproof
dumb.
glass.
Like, after, I don't know, saw a bunch of ninjas kicking through it, and
yeah, I don't think it is.
Didn't they have the Miraku though, so they could like? Just...
Oh, shut up! Don't defend that bullshit.
Oh, God. I need
Don't
to
do
rewatch
that.
the show. I can't remember.
I'm sorry. Did we just have a what the fuck CW portion when they're not even really doing anything? Oh, Flash halted production again.
CW is doing everything about canceling all their shows.
Yes.
Black Lightning, rest in peace.
Yep. And I'm waiting for Batwoman season 2. Can you believe that?
Batwoman?
Sorry. Fucking Black Lightning is getting fucking canceled. And Batwoman season 2 is coming back. Like, how fucking insane is that?
Well, no, he's getting another season.
Well, but they're canceling him. It's same with Supergirl.
Right.
They're finishing out.
Yeah.
Did you know that the DuckTales reboot got fucking canceled too?
No. But
That's
from
sad.
what I heard, they're doing a spin-off from Black Lightning with one of the characters. So a lot of the characters will be going over there.
Sure,
just not Black Lightning himself, most likely. Yeah. Unless he does like cameos like Clark did in Supergirl.
Sure. But, you know, who cares? Like, honestly. But I did see you guys shared something about David Ramsey, a.k.a. Diggle, going to be popping on Legends? Did you guys share that?
I don't know if he's going to be Is he going to be popping on Legends? Or
that's
I thought he was going to be just directing 2 episodes with him.
I heard directing, but I think he's coming on as a unspecified character right now.
Him and another unspecified character is what it said.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still going to be Diggle.
Okay.
He'll still be Diggle.
Well, because let's be fair. What are we all hoping for?
Yeah.
We all want Green fucking Lantern. Like, that's what we think is happening.
And the thing is, I didn't know it was going to be Legends. If that's the case, they might blow their wad on like 2 episodes and let him be Green Lantern, because the Legends last season that ends and she gets sucked into space, and they say they're doing a lot of stuff in space in this next season of Legends. So you might get to see him as Green Lantern.
I would say, obviously, I totally agree with you, because CW, the word I would never. Don't forget, Titus. We can see you, my dude.
I know, but I'm not burping into the microphone.
He's like, shut up, like, shut up. Okay. CW is not really known for patience when it comes to their storylines. Because, like, you know, like, I mean, think about all the times, like, and I apologize. I'm going to try and keep my voice a little bit low today. Hannah is working from home now due to the vid.
Yeah.
To the my corona. Thanks to that, she is in the other room with a big old, like, dude, her setup looks better than anything I've ever done. And I actually, like, record, like, fucking video games and shit. She's got 3 panels set up.
Women are just better.
Yeah.
This is so true.
Well, unless you're Elliot Page. I need to I'm so sorry. Oh, we'll get to that. So she actually has to take like calls and stuff. So I'm gonna try and be good because the last thing I need is like her to have a phone call and all of a sudden you hear, "You fucking horse monkey!" Like, it's like, excuse me. Oh no, that's just that's my retarded cousin over in the other room.
It's my neighbor. I don't know them.
Right? Yeah. There you go. Let's say that. Calm down, Mr. Rogers. So, God damn it. So, but I mean, look at the old CW. Like, Oliver dies, right? It's fucking spoilers. But Oliver dies. He's back in 2 episodes. Flash gets sent to Speed Force because he disintegrates. We assume he's dead. Back 2 episodes. Fucking Flashpoint, 2 episodes. They fucking cannot help them. Like, Flashpoint should have been a whole season.
Or at least the first half.
Yeah, easy. Oh, especially when you have 22 episodes. Like, give me 10 episodes of Flashpoint.
Especially when they used that 2 episodes to change the entire world around the Flash characters and like somewhat around Diggle and shit like that.
They could have had the Revolution be the crossover that year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that could have been really good. And like, not only that, like, it like proved that show was a lot of fun because it really utilized its cast and their talent. Like, they always gave them an opportunity to play other characters with like Earth 2 and all this other stuff. And they fucking just shot their wad constantly. Like, the Flash had a lot of potential and then it just went downhill. Arrow pretty much just after the League of Assassins stuff, it's just like, where do you go from here? Like, you did the biggest
care
thing
for that.
It wasn't even a good season. The only thing I enjoyed was Ra's al Ghul's actor, but they didn't. They barely used him, and it was just it felt lazy. And then we went into Damien Dark shit. It's just like, oh no, we've lost our minds.
I really enjoy that guy, but
I love Madonna, but
little too much.
So
yeah, he hams it up a lot. Like, he's very hammy.
Here's what they're saying about David Ramsey's
Ramsey's
Kitchen.
What is this? Fucking 300?
John Diggle will be busy both behind and in front of the camera for CW. Ramsey, who's most recently starred in Arrow as John Diggle and Spartan, will return to direct 5 episodes in the DC universe.
5?
So he's directing
I thought it was just
5.
2.
Now listen here, including the new series Superman and Lois and Supergirl. Additionally, Ramsey will guest star in 5 episodes across the Arrowverse, returning as fan favorite John Diggle and Superman and Lois, Supergirl, The Flash, and Batwoman, along with a mystery role in DC Legends of Tomorrow that is being kept under wraps.
Told you. I think it's
definitely
going to be a
Green
Green Lantern,
bro.
It has to be. If it's not, then fuck you.
I'm of 2 minds about this because I really want to see it, but also CW budget.
If all those shows
we're dealing with Flash and Superman. Like,
now, if all those shows are happening before the Legends one, is he going to be Green Arrow in all of them, or just at the end of the Legends episode?
Green Lantern.
Or what did I say?
You said Arrow.
Oh, yeah. One of those green guys.
You're on a nerd podcast, sir. We will not let that shit fly here.
To be fair, it's DC's fault.
Fair enough. I mean, it could be worse. You could have a fucking shitty Starfire comic book cover.
But the fact that they say with a mystery role in DC Legends of Tomorrow, it's like, really? And Legends is going to be in space? Come on now. Like, we know this is going to... If it doesn't,
you hope.
You hope. If it doesn't, it's going to be a massive letdown to all the fans that want to see that, especially because they're going ahead with the Green Lantern Corps show or whatever.
But also,
like, I don't expect them. No,
they've
I
been
don't
laying the seed for like 5 years, dude. Like, if you're gonna fucking cock tease me like that,
was it 5 or
year,
6? From
fucking
when they
who
first
even
introduced
knows?
his dad.
Well, don't forget they gave us Coast City, and then so we're like, oh, we're gonna get a Lantern, and then they give us Diggle Stewart. Like, we give him the middle name. And then we show the glowing box green in his face. It's like, CW, if you're going to fucking do that to me, you probably don't have a lot of seasons left. Get it done, please. Because really, at the end of the day, even if the budget is shitty, who cares? I just want to see him in a suit. Yeah. I want to see Diggle in the suit. I want to see him look cool. That's all. Like, If you're gonna
And
give it to me,
I
give it to
understand
me
that
now.
they're for people that are like, well, he's not gonna be. I know he's not gonna be on the HBO Max TV show. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking retarded.
He's not gonna show up in
they
the
aren't even
Snyderverse
having the
cut.
same. They aren't even having Matt come back and do Constantine like on there. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's
Why not?
insane.
It's so stupid. And then they're having Keanu Reeves is coming back to reprise Constantine. in the
Constantine,
movies.
right? What
I'm
a
like,
terrible
what
time
is-
to do
What
that.
are we doing?
What a terrible time to do that. It's so dumb because people really like Matt Ryan. Like they
Yeah.
do. Like they really, really enjoy that. And I get that you like.
Well, because not only is he's was Constantine for his own show, it only lasted a season,
yes.
unfortunately.
Which was a shame.
But he guest starred in Arrow as Constantine.
Yep.
Then he
Legends.
did all of Legends, and then or guest starred in Legends, and then he became a regular on Legends.
Yeah.
And he's played Constantine in the movies and TV shows
And voice
for the
acted.
longest
Yeah.
time now.
So
Like,
he
it's
is that
crazy.
character. It's really funny because then you sit there and you're like, well, of course we want Keanu Reeves. It's like most people didn't even like that Constantine
Yeah,
movie.
no,
like
no.
it became a cult classic down the road. And I think it's more just because people like Keanu Reeves.
I feel it
And-
was missing a lot. It was
I
missing
was
a lot.
really mad about the ending.
But
Yeah.
I got more sad during all the Gabriel stuff, but and Shia LaBeouf scene that made me cry. No,
I
spoilers.
forgot he was in there.
Yeah, he's fucking great in it. Dude, Shia LaBeouf's a solid actor. Call him insane. He's kind of like Joaquin Phoenix. Like, they might be kind of crazy, but they're fucking brilliant
Oh
actors.
yeah. I love the fact that Tom Hardy won't even fuck with Shia LaBeouf. He's like, he'll knock me out.
The new Tax Collector movie looks fucking dope, and I really, really want to see it. But my whole
Tax
thing
Collector. Which one?
is he plays like this
The gangster one?
yeah, where he goes around and
yeah.
he grabs money
What
from
is
all
that?
the
Is that
gangs.
called is it a tax collector?
I think it's called Tax Collector, yeah.
Because I've been wanting to see that. I know it's out.
It looks good. It looks
Yeah.
really good.
There's
Like,
so many
really good.
movies I've been wanting to watch
Oh, yeah.
lately. I'm just so sad.
Well, and then
I'm
of course
not.
we're in like Christmas time, so it's like we feel obligated
Well,
to watch.
Not
certain
only
movies
that,
and
then
talk
this
about 'em.
motherfucker right here below
Uh-oh.
us, he's like, "Hey, there's this app called Pluto TV, and they have all these
I
channels."
saw that.
And I'm like, "Well, shit, there goes the rest of my TV."
Yeah,
experience.
I saw you two pieces of shit. Fucking the day after, thank Christ that I had my phone on fucking silent because I'm a fucking normal human being. You guys blew me up with like 20 texts
Now,
over the course
for-
of like 2 hours.
For
I
everybody
wanted-
listening,
If I had heard
we're
that,
in
I'd
a
have murdered
group.
you both.
We're in a group text, first of all,
because we're all
and-
gay.
and yeah, we're totally gay for each other. Tivis,
Tivis,
you
you're the damn it! You beat me to it. Oh, I'm so sorry. And he's literally on the bottom of the call right now.
right.
I feel so bad, Tivis. I'm sorry.
I'm in the
man.
middle of my screen, so I'm comfortable.
The fucking meat in the sandwich, my dude. You're the
Literally.
elevator, and you're the elevator in the Eiffel Tower, my guy.
You're the middle part of the human centipede.
Now you made it gross.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm gonna make these guys watch that movie next
No,
year, guys.
it's
so,
never
so
gonna
everybody.
Never gonna happen. Mark my fucking words. It will never. You got me to watch Tusk, and you only got that because I like Kevin Smith and Justin Long.
Yeah.
What
Human
about Haley
Centipede.
Joel Osment? He's in that too, right?
That
Yeah.
baby face fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also in The Boys, but
He's also
Human Centipede ain't happening.
in Future Man, and everyone needs to watch
Sex
that.
Ed and Sex Ed
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Anyways,
I'm not watching Human Centipede. You can go right off and fuck yourself. You can tie your own face to your own butthole because that shit ain't happening. I saw the South Park episode. That's good enough.
the Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit ain't happening, dude. It's not happening. The only way you do that is if you get Hannah to sign off on it. It's the only way.
Well, I will tell you guys if for some reason you ever do, never watch the second one. The third one's fun because it's like Grindhouse style.
That's
but
the one
second
in
one is a piece of
Taiwan or
shit.
whatever, right? Or like at a Taiwan prison or something.
It's like a Texas prison, I think.
Is it Texas? I thought it was an overseas prison. Okay.
No.
It's like
they
the
go
youngest.
super-
It's like the longest yard, but everybody shits in each other's mouths.
They're trying to make the longest yard of human centipedes.
And Burt Reynolds is in the front.
And what I always tell people is like, you don't even need to watch any of the others anyways, because the first movie takes place, and then the second movie.
Well, thank you. The first movie just takes place.
Well, no, the first movie.
Did you
just
like
takes
that,
place
Tivis?
because
Did you
it's
see
the
all that
first
detail?
one.
Wow, what a wordsmith.
But the second movie is in a world where the first one is a movie itself, and the guy just recreates what he saw in the movie. And then the third
Oh my God, it's
movie-
like Blair Witch 2.
Is that what? I never watched that shit.
Yeah.
But then the third movie is in a world where the first two movies were movies as well. So it's like each one is just they were already a movie in this world that they're doing it.
Sounds like dividing by zero.
Well, good. At least there's a movie you reference that I don't understand, so that's good. Because apparently you guys never saw Blair Witch 2, Book of Shadows?
I never even watched the first Blair Witch. You're
Both fucking awful people.
I know of
looks
it.
stupid. And it's shaky cam.
The guy from Burn Notice is in the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Which guy from Burn Notice?
Okay, the fucking lead guy. Okay, fine. The one we always know, it's the creepy dude from Hitch.
The douche?
The douchebag from Hitch. Okay, you ever touch me again, I'll break your arm. Okay, pumpkin? Like,
Jeffrey
That-
Donovan.
Never mind.
do you think they're going to make Hitch 2 with Jaden Smith?
No.
I think they might.
No. What would they do? Why?
He's the love child of him and Eva Mendes. And he's
No.
like, hey, he creates a dating app called Hitch.
And we're done. Goodbye, guys. Good night, everybody.
And that's everybody. All right, Operation Babble with these fools.
Fuck
Oh.
these tools.
Speaking of bad sequels that nobody ever wanted, did you guys see a trailer for Boss Baby 2?
Oh God.
I heard about that. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
It's real.
So
It's
my
real.
my youngest watches the Boss Baby show on Netflix.
I've heard the show's all right.
It's actually pretty funny.
I've heard the
sometimes.
show is okay.
And
the
and
fucking movie's retarded.
I watched
dude.
the ending of the show, and it kind of made me want to cry because I've seen every episode almost here and there. I was like,
you're
well, that
I
was
never wanna
kind of
see a baby
sad.
ever.
And then I was like, oh, so it's just like baby geniuses. Basically, once they reach a certain point, they lose like.
I can't believe we had a Baby Geniuses reference. Like, fucking hell. What is our life right now?
Come on.
Our
Everybody
country
knows
is
the now
burning and
super
it's in
babies.
turmoil, and we're talking about fucking Baby Geniuses.
It's more entertaining than Super Babies.
Wasn't that like a sequel to Baby Geniuses? Or no?
Is it? I thought it was an entirely different film.
Because there were like 2 or 3 Baby Genius movies, and then there were Super Babies or whatever.
He's
Genius
got a voodoo
Babies.
doll.
That's his sex
No,
doll.
it's a damn it doll.
Oh.
Just smack it around.
Yeah, whenever things don't go so well, and you want to hit the wall and yell, here's a little damn it doll that shut up, that you can't do without. Just grasp it firmly by the legs, and find a place to slam it. That's hot. And as you whack the stuffing out, yell, damn it, damn it, damn it. www.dammitdolls.com. So there you go.
So did she buy that for you so you wouldn't interrupt her work?
Surprise! Ironically, I don't even know if it's ironic. I just know the song because I have 10,000 spoons, but all I needed was a knife. No, this was my girlfriend's older sister's, and they gave it to us because apparently we're the fucking like secondhand store. If you can't tell behind us, since I do photos from time to time, very few and far between now. I like hoarding things for props, so I don't have to pay for them. And so they just dump shit at us, and they're like, go through the box, and whatever you don't want, just take it to Goodwill. And it's like, all right. This showed up, and I'm like, oh my god, it looks like Beaker from fucking Muppets.
It does.
Meep, 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 meep. And I thought it was really funny. And it's just like, yeah, because I'm a slammer, I'm a breaker, I'm a super rage quitter, like hardcore. And
Is that a cover to? I'm a toker. I'm a smoker.
I'm a breaker. I'm a taker. But yeah, he sits right next to me so I can grab it and just get fucking fucker. And then I put it back.
You were right, John. It is the sequel to Baby Geniuses.
I was
Wait, what?
right.
No, Michael was right.
I was
Oh,
right.
Michael was right. Sorry.
You're welcome.
You distracted me with Beaker.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay, so let's go back because someone was talking about something, and then I went to Human Centipede, and then something got weird.
I tried to move myself from CW. That was one.
Constantine, you were talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know why we went back to that because it's not fucking interesting.
No.
Really, all I would say is I don't want to see a reprisal of Keanu Reeves' characters ever again because Bill and Ted 3 looked fucking stupid.
I haven't watched it yet.
And then it's been pretty much confirmed that it was pretty shit. And come on, Michael, you really think and I'm sorry, I know you didn't even say anything, but I'm already attacking you. The fucking Jay and Silent fucking hell, I'm having a stroke. Jay and Silent Bob reboot was fucking terrible, dude. It was so bad. It was really bad. It was nice to see everybody, but it was just you could just tell everybody had a couple of iPhones and they all just wanted to hang out. That's what it felt like.
Did you finish the movie?
I can't do it. I don't know if I ever will.
Stuff. You're missing the best stuff, dude.
The best stuff. An hour into the film, we had to give up.
I told you that when I watched it the first time. I said, John, you have to get past the first hour. Did you not remember me telling you that?
Well, you didn't tell me that until after I watched it. I go,
no,
dude, we
I
got
said,
an hour and 6
minutes
minutes in and we gave up.
I said, dude, I'm 45 minutes in and it's just meme central right now. That's all it felt like.
Well, once they tried to bring the deaf girl and the little daughter in, I was like, oh, that's fun, but I don't care though. I don't know. The shtick doesn't work right now. It just doesn't work. And like I said, the production value is just not there. It looks awful. And I just got to say, I mean, pretty much after Chasing Avy, he always had good budget. Dogma was great.
Mm. This one was done by...
And even some of the low budget worked for the stories he was telling. The nitty gritty shit worked for a convenience store. It worked for
I don't know
a
what
comic
the
book convention. It worked for a mall, but it doesn't.
He got for this one, but I know Saban did this one with him.
Well, then it means he got nothing. He got a Power Rangers budget.
Which,
and not the movie Power Rangers.
At the end, they kind of have a Power Rangers kind of villain type thing.
I'm saying, dude,
so
there's just not enough reference and there's not enough nostalgia berries that you can give me that I'm gonna care. And really, it was so bad going in. It's like watching something you like slowly die. You're watching it breathe its last breath, and I don't want to see it happen. You know what I mean? I don't want to get to the credits where the flat line happens.
Yeah.
I feel bad. Even if it gets better, I don't care because it's not going to be good enough to unsour me from the other hour. There's just no way. If it's that bad at the beginning, there's no way it gets better. And granted, you could say that about TV shows, but usually you see revamps and they have an entire year to change character motivations, change actors. Parks and Rec's a really good example.
So
Seinfeld's a good example. All kinds of shows.
Since I don't know why you're.
Anyways, guys,
you're trying to fight with me on something I'm not even trying to argue.
Yeah, no.
That's so
I was just bringing it up because it was funny. Because when I always talk about sequels and reboots and things going on, my whole thing is more of the conversation was I don't want to see another Constantine with Keanu Reeves because we just got a Bill and Ted 3 and it proved that it doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't work. You had these characters so far removed, and the people writing for these things don't care. They don't care about the old movies. Never have, and it's really obvious.
It's kind of stupid if they, to me, because we have Matt Ryan playing a great Constantine in every area already, TV and the animation and stuff. But then you are going to have. You're going to have another guy playing Constantine for HBO Max, and then you're going to have Keanu Reeves playing Constantine again. It's just we don't need three.
which wasn't even comic
like-
book accurate, which is a lot.
Yeah,
of the
that
things
was
people
one of the
were
biggest
bitching about.
complaints about it back then.
But the movie was fine. Like, you enjoy it, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
you got the guy you want now with Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Why fucking make the $120 million film when you could make a $60 million fucking streaming show?
Yeah.
You'd be fine.
Just
That's the
let
smarter
Matt
move.
Ryan have his show back for fuck's
It's
sake.
fucking insane. It's fucking insane.
Like because
it's
you
so
know he's not
stupid.
going to be on. He's not going to be on Legends forever. They're probably going to start phasing him out this next season.
One of the
because
the
they
show's
have all
not
these.
even going to be around for another year. I
I
guarantee you they
understand
finish this
that.
year and they probably get canceled.
Legends is that show though that they shouldn't phase out because you can just. It's a rotating.
They're
cast.
Star Trek. I would make the argument that there are generations pseudo Star Trek.
Yeah.
I would stand that. I really do. You got lesbian bi characters. You have a really good diverse cast. You have a bunch of solid actors.
You got
Kind of
clones.
cheap special effects. Yeah, clones, deaths here and there. People coming back. You can work with time and space and
They're
dimensions.
dealing with like beings and shit that we.
You got
don't-
all kinds of fun
yeah.
stuff you can do. You can do anything you want. It's,
But it's like a
essentially
road-
Doctor
like-
Who.
The thing I like about Legends though is it's a rotating cast. So when something gets stale, they can change them out for a
Bring
different
'em
kid,
in.
which they've been doing. You know, and like I'm interested to see who they try to bring in this season. Now that Adam and who else did they take out? They took someone else out. I don't remember. But yeah.
I think the captain's leaving. What's her name?
Katie Lotz?
Yeah, I thought.
No
I swear.
way.
No.
She's not going anywhere, dude. That's
Her
You-
show now.
you got to be kidding me. She'll go off and do movies. There's no fucking way she's leaving that bread and butter. No fucking way. There's no way. I'd be ready to eat crow. I'll be amazed. She'd be fucking dumb to leave that show. She's the
Oh,
linchpin.
No, she's getting first credit now that Brendan Routh's gone.
There you go. So completely opposite of what you said, sir. And this is why we have Tivis fact check himself.
Yeah,
Because we only want.
I mean, if they're gonna have someone come back and reprise their fucking roles for another movie, Brandon Routh's right there for Superman. I'm just saying.
I'm
I
waiting
wanna-
for
Give it to
Kingdom
me.
Come.
Oh, God.
HBO Max is fucking stupid if they don't make a Kingdom Come miniseries with him. They're stupid. They're stupid. End of discussion.
Okay, going
They
back
should
to
take the $70 million they gave Snyder and put it into a Kingdom Come short miniseries, dude.
I agree.
Right there.
Well, because all the budget went into putting extra spikes on fucking Steppenwolf
Yeah.
or whatever. He looks fucking retarded.
what is,
He looks worse
my
than
favorite
the old one.
My favorite comment is the Game of Thrones chair come to life.
Mine is I want the episode where he just sticks to everything. It's just like he walks in, he's like essentially a walking Velcro wall. It's like, what the fuck? Like, and he's so
I
shiny.
want that now.
He's so
God
shiny.
damn you.
He's so shiny. He's just gonna show up in America and like birds are just gonna attack him and they all die. So he's just gonna look like a gigantic like pincushion of birds.
Oh, damn you.
It's fucking. It's
You're throwing me off.
retarded. Dude. It's so retarded. You know, because do you know like because Grackles down in Texas. This is why I don't move there. People with shiny bald heads. It's also why I don't use wax and stuff on my dome. Shiny heads. You get dive bombed by grackles and seagulls will do it at the beach as well because they like shiny objects. Mine, like they do that shit to your head.
Oh yeah. Magpies are also assholes in other countries.
Well, also a villain in Batwoman. So there you go.
Batwoman. Okay.
Yes, I will always call it Batwoman.
Going back to the Constantine show though, and HBO making mistakes. Why the fuck? One of the main complaints
making mistakes. I love that. You're not
with
even
the
pulling punches.
Constantine show was that it was too dark for normal cable
Well,
television.
that's racist, first of all.
But you know what I meant. What HBO shows have all? I keep hitting this thing. I'm sorry.
You're passionate.
They're really they're darker tone. They're more gory.
Again, racist.
Put him on there. Put him with Swamp Thing. Give that a second season. Give them both second season together because they work together a lot in the comics, and everyone loved that show. I'd love to see more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. Well, and it's just one of those things where, then, okay, fine. It wasn't good enough for NBC. Put on HBO Max. Like,
I mean, so Supergirl wasn't good enough for NBC too, or
CBS.
CBS.
no, it was NBC.
Which,
I thought.
it was CBS. Because I remember this because
Oh yeah, 'cause I told you that.
Because
yeah.
you fucking told me that because I was retarded.
Yeah, they were all on different networks.
Oh, so fucking silly. But it was one of those things where I was just saying, it's like, why would you try and do a crossover on a network you don't own? Because
They had to have known at that point it was transitioning.
Well, it's like, oh, don't say trans. Elliot.
Did we lose John?
Oh, it was 1 sec. Yeah, you froze on me too. Because like you look at like shit like what ABC is doing with like Chicago PD and Grey's Anatomy and all that shit. Like they have all their fucking shows all mixed together. It's just like, man, why the fuck would you put Supergirl on CBS? It's like you are going to have to adhere to a bunch of rules that the CW doesn't have to. Or worst case scenario, you bring all those rules over to CW and then you fuck up their formula.
Yeah.
And then eventually she came over anyway. But it was one of those things I kept talking about. It's like Supergirl is so bad. And people are like, no, it's not. I'm like, seriously, watch a crossover. Whenever those characters come over to the Flash or come and do something else, they're so much better because they're being better directed. They're getting decent writers compared to what the drivel that they have to put out because it's CBS. It's all fucking lefty bullshit. It's awful. To be fair, it's not like they dropped. It's not like they dropped the the lefty nonsense when they went to CW. It's just,
I was
man,
gonna
the
say
CBS
the
show
CW is even worse with it. I would say so.
which is new. It's so crazy how new that is. And can I say I'm really happy. I'm not happy, but I am happy that Supernatural is finally done because I think they got away with it. I think they got away and finished out before all this stuff started to creep in. But granted, I haven't watched the last 3 seasons because I decided once they said they were going to cancel.
I mean, you look at iZombie. iZombie did pretty well with not shoving stuff
If
in
anything,
your face until like the last season.
Yeah. Well, and I would say
into
and I would say
rights and
Michael,
shit.
if anything, they predicted the future with Portland. the zombie place is essentially Chaz. And then Rahul goes off and does Bly. Did you guys ever watch Bly Manor?
No.
If you,
I haven't had time.
That was almost like in harmony. Well done, guys. Because Rahul went off and plays the chef character Owen in Bly. He's fucking fantastic, dude. Like, don't get me wrong. Opinion. Sorry, internet. When it comes to his politics, he's an asshat. But at the end of the day, because I mean, he also does stuff with Funhouse.
Okay. Real quick, when it comes to anyone's politics, everyone's an asshat. Just so we're clear.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It doesn't matter what side you're on.
Sure. But I like the facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Thank you, Ben Shapiro. The most conservative Jew I've ever met in my life. He is so fucking fantastic in this film or movie show series. He blew me away. Like, I knew the guy could act. Don't get me wrong, but he's one of those guys who moves towards comedy. And I've always said this, and I will stand by this every day. Comedy is the hardest thing to do. End of discussion. You need to have timing. You need to have delivery. You need to understand the room. And if you can do that, fucking hell, you can do that with drama. Because drama is just, all right, when do I cry? And inflection and things like that. And if you can really play to an audience to give them the setup and then the punchline, that's easier than going cry. Because if somebody can cry on cue, just move the camera and put some sad music on and a teardrop falls, bam. That's all you need. But this guy delivers like a 5 to 10 minute monologue that just blows my mind. And it's really cool that both of you just fucking looked away and couldn't give a shit. I understand that in audio form, this would be fine. In visual form, fuck both of you. Nobody was engaged. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it and you like Rahul, I really, really recommend it. I still will say that Haunting a Hill House is more entertaining. I do need to kind of maybe roll back something I said where I said it was better constructed because I've had some conversations. I think Haunting of Hill House is more entertaining and the acting and like all the fundamentals are really, really good. I think Bly Manor is more solid, but I just didn't really give a shit about it. It was good. Like I enjoyed it, but like I finished it and I was like, okay, that was a thing. But I watched Hill House and I go, that was fucking incredible. And then the final episode happens. I go, this was still good, but fuck, they fucked it all up. Like that's kind of where I was with it. And, yeah, I'll still recommend both. I don't know how I got on that tangent. Sorry, but Rahul. Yeah. But yeah, iZombie is good shit too. And iZombie is good shit too. So go back and
I've
watch
been enjoying
iZombie.
the first season.
Oh, did you just start or restart?
I have never watched. I'm watching that and.
So you've never seen iZombie?
Nope.
Really?
What he just
man.
said.
Well, I'm reiterating because I was going to say, I think Rose McIver is a very underrated actress. And she already torpedoed her career. She went off and pulled a Vanessa Hudgens and is doing like fucking Hallmark films and like Netflix Christmas films.
She was great in RPM.
She's awesome in RPM. Power Rangers RPM, just so people know.
You fucking nerds. I'm going to try this month. That'll be my Christmas present.
I still
to you
have
fucks.
I have 5 episodes left, I think, because I took a break. They actually did a whole episode where it's weird. It's like a BTS episode, except it's not like 100% BTS. It was weird.
They're in character,
but it's BTS. But it was weird. But
I guess we'll shift to the next.
Actually,
topic.
I got real quick.
Yeah.
So I want to shout out the album because I just bought it. Plastic Hearts by Miley Cyrus.
God damn it, dude! You tweeted that today.
Everyone needs to go buy that album, or at least listen to the shit
song
on YouTube.
What was that first song she put out? It was like Midnight Sky.
The music video.
Well,
the
the song
when she
too,
dropped a
dipshit. The song comes with the music video.
No, like, are you talking about the first music video for the album, or are you talking about like the first single that she dropped for
the
it?
single that she dropped, which I assume was Midnight Sky, which I fucking enjoyed. Can I say? Okay, so here we go. Rant. A little bit of a rant, because yesterday I may or may not have watched Pretty Much It. Put out a new video, so fucking shout out to them. I love them. He watched the Hannah Montana movie. The movie, not the show. I actually like the show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get some fucking hate for that. But I liked the show. I thought the show was fun.
Show. I didn't mind.
I thought the show was fun. It's on par with like an iCarly or a Drake and Josh. Well acted, decent dialogue, cool set pieces. I enjoyed it. A lot of fun. And the music's actually kind of good.
That's the one. Her dad is in that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, his dad's in her dad's in everything. This isn't Elliot Page. It's Hannah Montana.
He needs to check.
Fucking hell. Well, I don't know, man. He's fucking doing Old Town Road with fucking Lil Nas. Oh, chill out. What are
They
you
just
being
did
racist?
a Christmas thing. Lil Nas
I know. And did you see
Miley
the video?
Cyrus.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was
like
awesome.
a 15-minute video thing.
And it was awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You're talking to a guy who loved those like MTV like midnight premieres of a Michael Jackson video. I'm in. I'm gonna say sorry. Headphone hit the mic. I actually enjoyed the Hannah Montana movie the first time I saw it, like years and years and years ago. And then I rewatched it with Hannah. I'm like, this is really good. You should watch it. It's not good. It's not a good film. But
I
it's
never
really
watched-
enjoyable, and I love the music. Fucking Hoedown? Hell yeah. Come on.
I never watched
Really?
Hannah Montana.
Dude, you're a bad person.
I know.
Come on, drop it, polka dot it.
That was one of my sister's favorite shows, so I saw it often.
Tivis, to
That
be
was
fair.
Disney, right? It was Disney
Yes,
Channel
yes.
shit?
Very, very Disney. Tivis, go fuck yourself, because I had to grow up with Mary-Kate and Ashley movies from my
Yeah.
sister
I
and
watched
cousins.
those.
Yeah, I watched those.
Those are way worse.
Mary-Kate and Ashley's
Those are
Detective.
way worse. They are
Oh.
very bad. Our lips are sealed. No splashing.
No, I didn't really like Miley Cyrus. Didn't really get on my radar until she did that.
Till she was 18. Yeah, you pervert.
We're like the same age, I think.
I know.
No, she's 28,
She's 28. Okay, so
I think.
I don't know, but she did the one
Thanks,
song
Tivis.
about
You made it worse.
I'm trying to remember. She did the
Yeah, 28.
What the fuck is that song? I can't even remember the lyrics. I heard the lyrics, I'd be able to sing it.
The Climb.
I said the lyrics, not the name of the song.
Can't be tamed.
Nope.
Do you know when it came out? I have a list
We
of her songs
can't
up.
stop.
It was a while back, probably like 10 years ago,
Pick a song.
5 years ago. The one where in the music
big
video
gap.
she's rolling around in the cab and she's singing.
Oh, Party in the USA.
yes, Party in the USA. Yes.
By far the hottest she has ever looked in her entire life.
I don't know
I
how
will-
old she was, so I'm not
I
gonna
will
agree
al-
with that.
I don't fucking care. You can look. Didn't mean I.
Okay,
fucked her.
cuties,
Chill
calm
out.
down, chill.
Okay, first off, you fucking retract that shit. Second, big difference. Third, I still always need to reiterate this on a podcast. There is
Yeah.
always a film or a whatever
17.
where they were shut up to this. To be fair, I think I was probably like 21 at that point. Still illegal, but not gross.
So yeah, 2009. That was close. I said 10 years. Awesome.
It's one of those things where it's like you just capture somebody like at their prime. Now, granted, I think Miley would have had her prime if she hadn't gotten like 500 tattoos and apparently went insane for like 5 years. But
I'm not a fan of her current pop stuff, but I will give her credit. She is doing. She's pretty smart. Like she's taking care of herself.
she's very Madonna and like Katy Perry and all these other people who are really good at rebranding themselves.
Well, not only that, but she realized, she had a party lifestyle and she needed to reel back. So she took steps because 27 is when we've lost a lot of really good musicians.
Well, I'd even make the argument like maybe she's not even doing that. You know what I mean? Like you get tattoos. It doesn't mean you're drinking every day.
Well,
You know
that's
what I
all.
mean?
She came out and said she fell off the bandwagon a few times.
Well, and the salvia thing was fucking weird and smoking pot and doing all that stuff. Not that pot's a bad thing.
Hemsworth twice.
Well, I mean, they got married. I mean, the guy seems like, and their family seems pretty normal. And
I would have went for the other Hemsworth.
Which one?
Chris is a babe.
Chris
third
is
one.
taken already.
Not the
and
third
then-
one. Not the third one in Parks and Rec. Nobody cares about him. Was it Parks and Rec?
What's his name?
Oh no, it was The Good Place.
Yeah, the good place. That's it.
That was it.
Oh,
The
Luke.
third Hemsworth
Yeah,
that nobody
yeah.
cares about. Was that really him?
I don't know.
I actually thought that was a joke. I don't even know if there was a third brother. I thought it was just a
There's
joke.
4. Larry Hemsworth,
Oh my god, Larry,
played by
man.
Ben Lawson. So no, it wasn't a
Damn.
Hemsworth.
Luke is like the shortest one of all three of them.
Well, we all
He's
know
credited as the 4th Hemsworth.
Chris literally plays a god in the most successful franchise ever made.
Yeah.
If you
I'm-
got the
I'm
younger
just-
brother, you fucked up.
I'm waiting until they cast Liam to do a role in the MCU too.
And I'm sorry, whenever you say Liam, I just think about fucking One Direction. So,
I don't want to get too far away from what you were trying to say with Miley, though.
well, Well, thank you for trying to bring it back to the fact that she was 17 when I thought she was the hottest she ever looked in a fucking music video. I'm not going to backtrack that because that happens. You can look pretty. I don't know what the fuck. Because I like stand shit like that. Like you look at Jennifer Aniston, you think her prime would have been back in Friends and whatever. Come on, we're the Millers.
Oh, such a good movie.
Scene. Sorry, everybody, that's the best. Angelina Jolie looks hot in a lot of stuff. Mr. and Mrs. Smith was her prime. She looks great in Laura Croft. Don't get me wrong, but fucking hell, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Evan Rachel Weisz. She looks good in the first Mummy. She looks better in the second Mummy.
Looks completely different in the third one.
More like sexy mommy. Yeah, it's somehow, for some weird reason, that character looks completely different in the third one. You are correct, Tibbet. Well done.
I didn't mind Hannah Montana. I enjoyed the crossover they did with Sweet Life. They crossed over with Sweet Life twice.
Do you know the mom is in like everything and she's like super British?
Yeah.
She's in Harry Potter. I didn't even know that. And fuck Harry Potter, by the way.
She's everywhere.
Supernatural. She played a sheriff. Yeah, there you go.
Sweet Life was another one I like. You know,
I like Sweet Life.
Disney, but
Brenda Song. Oh my gosh, she's so hot. Oh my god.
Wizards of Waverly Place. My wife and I like that.
I didn't like that show, but I like Selena Gomez. Let me tell you about an underrated musical performer, Selena Gomez. Almost every single song her and her band put out is fire, but nobody talks about it. It's the weirdest thing. She's fucking amazing.
I feel like the labels are kind of toning down her sound in their recent, because my wife buys her album still, and her quiet stuff, it's not as good as her pop.
I love Selena Gomez. I just, anything she's put out lately, I just like. It's good shit. She's more musically inclined because she actually uses like instruments and stuff. I don't know. So for the viewers of the video podcast, Michael did a thing that I don't understand.
I was just trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
Anyways, everybody, just chill. I don't know what you guys are talking about. My wife just called me, so I was
you fucking just completely ignored us. There are rumors that we may have a guest, and now I'm gonna put Michael on the spot because he keeps ignoring me.
No, not ignoring you. Waiting. We're waiting. But no. Back to what I was saying.
Are you wearing your Venom hat?
Venom.
There we go. Do you think they're gonna actually make a sequel to that film?
Yeah, they already did. I know people that worked on it. It's done.
Wait, what?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I was like, to be fair, in this day and age,
I don't know.
To be fair, no, but to be fair, even though you fucked with me, even if it got shot, dude, does that mean it's gonna get released in this day and age?
Hey, look,
Wonder Woman,
New Mutants.
I want to talk about.
I
need to talk about the Wonder Woman shit.
Well,
we need
chill.
to talk about.
Hold on. First.
Okay, you got another thing?
First.
Okay, fine.
One last thing on the Miley Cyrus thing, because her album has a song,
Plastic Hearts.
I like the song "Night Crawling" with Billy Idol. I had to explain to my wife. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, you should listen to this song. It's dope. But it's on. You can listen to it on YouTube and shit like that.
Oh,
but,
well, thank you.
I'm waiting for a music video for that because I want to see Billy Idol in a music video. I love him.
I want a. You know what would be really fun?
Huh?
Since they did this together.
Yeah.
How fun would it be if they recreated
the
wedding singer scene in the plane?
I used that as an example to explain who Billy Idol is to my wife last night.
Are you for real?
Yeah. I was like, at first I was like, well, do you know who Spike is from Buffy? And she's like, yeah. I was like,
essentially,
that's
he's
who
a
he's
parody.
based off of.
He's a parody.
I was like, right there. And she's like, okay. And she's like, I still don't know who he is. I was like, do you ever see Wedding Singer? And then she's like, yeah. I was like, he's the dude who sings in the fucking plane. Like, it's fucking Billy Idol. How do you not know who Billy Idol is? I got so
His
bad.
His name is literally Idol. How do you not idealize him? I think you need to break up with your wife.
Right? That's like asking her if she knows who Prince is.
Like, yeah, and even when he got rid of his name, we still knew who he was.
He was the symbol.
Yeah.
Isn't that's what they called him, right?
Yeah,
After
you
he
throw him
lost
up like
his
a
name?
gang sign.
Yeah.
You remember Raspberry Beret? I do. You fuck.
My wife isn't a fan of the new album.
Dun,
Well,
dun, dun, dun.
Shut up, Tivis.
Of the new...
Miley.
Well, she doesn't know good music.
I agree. Actually, I don't know. I haven't listened to anything else, but I
She
thought
also
Midnight's...
doesn't like Kimberly, apparently, according to you. So
Wait, when you
fuck
say
off with
Kimberly,
that.
like the
Pink
Pink Ranger?
Power Ranger.
Yes.
What?
She'd always wanted to be the Red Ranger.
Oh, so she's trans.
No, I think she just likes red more.
Oh,
She'd be purple, but they didn't have
to be
one
fair,
for
it does
years.
come once a month. And also, what is she fucking Mace Windu with the purple? What the fuck are we doing? I'm sorry, I hate to be so mean to your wife.
She's not home.
I love how that was your response. You're like, no, I'm gonna.
I'm not
can't
gonna
do it.
defend my wife. I'm just gonna be like,
I'm gonna
"She's not
defend
here."
her virtue. Nah, she ain't here. It's fine. She doesn't listen to us.
It's cool when John called my wife a slut on
He
the
doesn't.
podcast. I
Only
made sure she
once.
heard it.
Okay, to be fair, probably more than once. And then you sent me the video of her reacting to it, and it was fucking hilarious. To be fair, who's got 2 kids? Not me. And she also fucked you.
It's because you're a
So-
prude, dude.
Oh man, it's like poetry. It rhymes. So I gotta ask. So we already made fun. Sorry, audio people, you can fuck off for about 10 seconds. So we're talking about the idea. So we are in Christmas month officially, and we lambasted fucking Tivis, the power bottom, bringing it back, for not wearing a Christmas shirt, right? For people who don't know, I just have a gigantic fucking ass circle face of Jack Skellington. Very uncomfortable shirt. I don't like it, but I'm wearing it. Also, that was by pure accident. But Michael is wearing a Christmas shirt, and I cannot tell what the hell is the pattern. I see, it looks like Santa hats, but I can't tell what it is.
It's a pug wearing Santa hats. If anyone can see it.
So
Here,
you,
hold
so
on.
I imagine you own a pug then.
Yeah.
I like how he says, "Yeah." I'm like stating the question for the viewers.
Yes, I
got
own
a pug?
Yeah, I got a pug.
And Tivis didn't even know. See, I was playing.
I knew he had
coy.
a dog, but
I was playing coy.
Apparently,
Tivis is
some of
actually a
y'all
bad
fuckers
person.
don't watch YouTube videos that I put out. I can clearly tell because my first YouTube video, 10 Things I Hate About Me,
Yeah.
has my pug in it with my pug mask. It's so fucking stupid. That's the dumbest video I've ever done, but it was so much fun.
It's incredible that I'm your friend. It blows my mind.
Why?
Because you have the most annoying animals in your entire life. Not only do you like pugs, who I'm like, oh my God, it looks like they're dying just being alive. Tim is laughing off fucking camera. Like their eyes pop out, dude. Like there's
Yes.
fucked up shit, but it's fine.
She had one of her eyes pop out
Oh!
before. So she doesn't really see out of it at all anymore. She got attacked and her eye came out. And
So
But she didn't react at all. Like I was driving her.
Well, because
to
she's
the
just
vet
like,
and
my
shit,
life is
and
horrible
she's just like-
anyway.
She's just like looking out. I'm like trying to hold her
Bro.
eye in, and yeah.
that's weird. No, it happens to people too.
Oh yeah, it does.
It pops
Yeah.
out, and people don't even realize sometimes, except that they're looking at the floor.
Tivis, ever happened to you?
Hell no.
Then shut up. It's not a real thing.
It's happened. This one wrestler got a finger put right in his eye socket and popped his thumb or
Okay, that's
his-
different.
popped his eye out
That's different.
when the guy
than,
went like this.
it
and so he had to,
accidentally
like,
happening.
Push
through
it back
force?
in. He
In
had to
front of a
push it
live
back
audience.
in front of a live audience and hold it in there and finish the match up with one eye.
Oh,
I'm gonna shit my pants. This sucks.
Yeah.
Guys, fucking hell. And then you also got a Chihuahua.
I had a Chihuahua. He died.
Sorry, I
Oh.
apologize. R.I.P. Annoying little piece of shit, though. I'm
But
sorry.
we did have a pit bull mix, but she just recently passed away as well.
Was that a tiger? Right?
Tiger? Yeah.
I like tiger. Tiger.
Tell you what,
Was cool.
pit bulls are the most misunderstood because every pit bull I've ever met are some of the most lovable dogs.
Everybody
yeah.
knows just
Super
treat an
lovable.
animal good. Like that's it.
I'm pretty
Animals
sure
are
if
their
I
owners.
beat my pug and let my pug like rip at other toys and shit, it's gonna bite people too, like a fucking pit bull.
Nature
does.
nurture, dude.
Like that's come
Like,
on.
it's so horseshit. People are like, "Oh, pit bulls are like pit bulls."
Chihuahuas are more of a dick than pit bulls
Oh, yeah.
naturally by nature.
That's what I'm saying. but like, really, at the end of the day, it's like you look at a fucking pit bull and you're like, "Oh, well, they're obviously a prone to violence." Why? Because they can fucking defend themselves. That's insane. Look at a lion. I've seen
because you see the
I've seen
muscles
people who've trained
and
lions
everything.
and
People get
tigers.
scared
They
of
come
it.
back 10 fucking years later, and the thing gives it a
Yeah.
hug. Like the fuck out of here, and they're like, "Oh, well, yeah, but fucking, who are the two fucking butt fuckers in fucking Vegas who had tigers?
Fucking
Something in Roy,
Siegfried.
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and Roy.
I like how Tivis. I said butt fuckers, and he's like, "I got this."
Well, as soon as you said two in Vegas, I got it.
Yeah. He got mauled, but it's like, well, they're like, well, they were training. No, they were also parading them out and doing all this stuff that probably gave them anxiety. As
He got
cats.
attacked because the guy was having a stroke, and the tiger was
Freaking out.
like a dog would. Tries to warn him because the animals can sense this shit before humans.
Is that really what you think, though?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know. I don't know the.
They did a whole thing about it too.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah.
have no idea. But
That's
my whole thing.
Because most of the shit that happened to him was because of the stroke. It had nothing to do. I mean, granted, the tiger grabbed him
You fucked
to
his
try
ass
and
up.
take him to be safe, like
Yeah.
a cub or some shit. But
Sure.
when an animal
I
grabs
didn't know
another
that.
animal, that's what they
I've
do.
never heard that. I've
Yeah.
never heard that. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I would love to read on that.
So it
That'd be
wasn't like
Is
an
there-
actual
Is it a
attack.
documentary or is it a?
I'm sure there's some. They have it in some documentaries and stuff, but there's a bunch of reads on there. There's one of their books, I think, even talked about it, shit like that. So
That'd be dope. I would love to read on that. But my whole thing is just like, I mean, have you guys ever heard of
because they continued living with those same tigers afterwards.
Yeah.
Too.
Well,
Yeah,
what the
he
fucking hell,
actually
dude? Like,
put
if
up a
my
fight-
dog
he-
fucking bit me in the face, I've had it for 15 years. It bit me once. You think I'm
Yeah.
really gonna kill it?
Oh.
Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
No,
That's
I
insane.
had a cocker spaniel rip my cheek off. I got the scar right here. I still love that dog.
Well, you still look.
It's my
sexy
own
as hell.
fault. I touched, she had ear problems and I touched her ears. I was a stupid 6-year-old.
You dumb bastard.
That's like. Oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. It's my own
do
fault.
Do it. No, do it. What do you got?
No, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm
No,
good.
I
you,
don't care.
you fucking pussy.
No,
All
right.
I know Kenny Hetrick, the Stony Ridge Zoo in Ohio, which isn't there anymore. He got attacked by his own bears.
The Berenstain Bears.
The
Fuck.
Berenstain Bears.
I was gonna ask something, but I lost it. Fuck. Oh no, here it is. Like, why I don't want to get mad at the fucking tigers? Because at some point you fucking forget you're an animal. Have you
It's
guys
an animal.
have you guys heard about elephants? There's this thing called when they musk.
Oh, I don't know if I know this one.
They start like bleeding from the ear, not like actual blood, but like something comes out of the ears, and they just go fucking crazy.
No.
Fucking Google it, dude. It's fucking insane. Because obviously some like zoos and carnivals have dealt with it. I think it's called musk. M-U-S-K, I think.
M-U-S-T-H.
T-H, sorry. They just go crazy. They literally just have a psychotic spell. And there are videos where an elephant who's been trained from birth almost just trampled everybody. And it went for like 30 minutes and it was over. And then the animal went back to docileness and it was fine. That's fucking crazy.
Must Must
Apparently, it's a
Is,
translated from a Persian word, literally meaning drunk.
must
Oh, there you
or
go.
must?
Because
is a-
they seep something from their ears, and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
they fucking
They
freak
say-
out and go carnal.
It's a periodic condition in bull elephants characterized by highly aggressive behavior and accompanied by a large rise in reproductive hormones. Testosterone levels in an elephant and musts can be on average 60 times greater than in the same elephant at other times. So it's basically like, going through heat and being horny and shit like that.
Essentially. And
Well,
Like, just-
this is rising your testosterone levels. So I get, yeah, I would say.
I'm just saying. So that's that's literal toxic masculinity. Damn it.
Yeah, all right. You can't argue that.
Or
So I
camels.
feel like this
Apparently
topic
camels
is
can
dead.
do.
Can we go to the
Camels can also do it.
What?
So,
Camels?
yep.
All right.
A male
That's
elephant or
crazy.
camel.
Hey, Tivis, you'll like this. Did you know that during Bernie Burns and Ashley Jenkins' run on The Amazing Race,
Mhm.
they had to race camels?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was the first season I ever watched.
Okay.
I've been
Really?
addicted ever since.
Once again, proving The Amazing Race has good marketing. They know what they're doing. They're
No?
like 16 seasons. They might even be going farther right now.
I think it's on season 28.
That's fucking insane.
So,
Is it really 28 fucking seasons? That's insane. That's
Nope,
like
32.
Holy shit. 32 years.
They were doing two a year, though.
But
wow.
still, but who gives a shit though? That's like soap opera numbers, dude. That's insane. You're like 32. Okay, so we cut it in half just for the sake of it. That's still 20 years essentially.
Yeah.
That's fucking great for a game show. Other than like what, Price is Right, that saw your fucking host die. Speaking of, this sucks. Alex Trebek, we lost him.
Yeah.
So for the internet,
we lost him
by
a
the
while
way,
ago now. Didn't we
it was a
talk about
couple of
this?
weeks. It was a couple of weeks.
I thought
And
we had
no,
talked
Yeah,
about
we-
this.
we didn't really talk about it, but don't forget, December 25th, it's going to be his final.
They pushed it
Recorded
into
episode.
January.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That
They want to do
sucks.
a series of best of episodes and kind of memorial.
Boo. I wanted them to do it on Christmas.
It
I
would
would
have
have
been
loved to have watched the
poetic.
final episode. I would have actually tuned in for that. The final episode on Christmas.
Mhm.
They
Okay,
probably
I
didn't
heard-
want to utilize his death as a massive marketing tool.
Oh, you mean like everybody does all the time ever
Yeah.
of all time?
Except for Disney, they haven't really done a whole lot about like Chadwick Boseman's passing. That I've heard of anyways.
Yeah. I heard Dane Cook is saying they called him to host Jeopardy for an episode since they're doing guest hosts.
Oh, yeah?
I don't want that. I don't mind Dane Cook, but he's not Jeopardy.
I thought they were. Yeah, he's not Jeopardy, but I thought they were doing the one guy who's just like
Ken
the
Jennings?
Jeopardy champion. Yeah.
I think that was the plan. They brought him in to do stuff behind the scenes as they prepared him, but I think this happened so suddenly that he's not ready. He's going to be the first guest host. I don't know how long he'll be there, but they already announced he'll be hosting for a bit.
Yeah. Is John with us still?
I think he got up.
Okay. But yeah, no, I'm interested to see, like, especially with all the heat that, or not all the heat, but all the people that wanted to see LeVar Burton on as a host, like continuous host, not just a guest. I want to see him at least guest host to see what it would be like if he could, hold his own. I mean,
I
he's
think he would
fucking-
be an amazing.
He would be perfect for it, honestly.
Like Ken Jennings, he's smart, but he's kind
Yeah.
of got that pretentious attitude. I don't.
But he's
he's not a people
smart.
person.
He's not a host. He's not a celebrity
yeah.
personality already used to that stuff, especially when you get into doing celebrity Jeopardy and shit like that. It's like LeVar Burton's not going to deal with like fanboying out or some shit like some people might, and if Yeah, it sucks. But before John gets back too, another passing just happened this morning. Or well, maybe it wasn't this morning, but the news broke for it this morning. And that was Pat Patterson.
Oh.
From former WWEF.
Yeah.
Pat Patterson passed
How
away.
old was he?
He was 79, I believe. And he just went.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
I enjoyed some of the stuff they were doing with him a couple of years ago. Wow. That sucks. And those wrestling guys, 79 is an amazing year for a wrestler.
yeah. And I think he was also like one of the staples of the LGBTQ plus community in the wrestling business, as being the first openly gay wrestler. Anyways, way back in the ways, way times. So I know people are gonna
early
talk about
70s.
that for sure, but yeah, just seeing him not. Oh, I guess we don't really see him anyways anymore. But I know he was big thing in the 70s and the 80s. He did a big stint in the 90s, early 2000s. Again, when they reprised their roles and stuff. He
legally changed his name to Pat Patterson in 2008.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he? Nice. All right. Well, yeah, so John's still not back, but we have a surprise guest, everybody, who showed up.
Fuck you, I live! I'm alive!
We can't hear John. He's talking, but we can't hear him.
I'm alive!
He's back.
I have returned!
He didn't want to hear about the dead people, that's all. We were talking about Pat Patterson passing away too, man. Yeah.
That's sad.
But,
I don't really know him. I'm a bad WWE.
I mean, he was like one of Vince's like right-hand men, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Even in the show, they even made it a part of the show before.
He was part of Team Bad.
And then, of course, like I was telling Tivis, he was like the first openly gay pro wrestler and shit like that back in the 70s.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he led a big movement for that, too. But I'm sure you'll hear lots of that in the articles and stuff, especially nowadays. That would be what most of the articles write about. Unfortunately, they won't actually write about his career. So, with that said, we do have a special guest joining us right now, boys.
What?
And here we go. And
all right, calm down, Joker.
For our audio people, before we hit admit, we have AYDIN Paladin visiting us once again. Here we go,
She's
guys.
bringing her martini glass.
Here's a martini glass.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. So now we're gonna sit here and wait. Hopefully she'll hear us, and then we'll have the big joke like we did last time, right?
Wait, what? No. Hey, AYDIN, you there?
Hey guys,
Hey.
how's it going? Sorry, I didn't
It's good.
get a link until a couple minutes ago, so I don't know.
Yeah. We were running late already, so we.
No problem.
Kinda
I
did
was thinking I screwed up. That's why I was like, oh no. Did I just
Nope. For once, it's well. Let's blame all the cis white males. That's the rule, and including Elliot Page. We have to blame them all because they
Oh, that's
all
where we're
ruin
at.
everything.
Okay,
Yes.
a good start, a good place for you to come in because
That was kind of part.
Ooh.
I thought that would be fun. We finished up some pro wrestling talk and
Some deaths and everything.
Yeah.
I would have
passings.
nothing to add on the wrestling conversation.
don't
That's why I
worry.
figured I had you in the waiting room for a little extra until we finished that up. So
No problem at all.
Um,
Elliot
Page.
Page.
So for funsies, gotta ask. So the gal and I saw this happen on Twitter. It was the fucking cesspool of the internet. We immediately go, okay, so is Netflix and YouTube and all those places gonna change her credits?
They would have to.
Oh boy.
Instantly.
Imagine every
almost.
We made
every
the joke
movie.
and they did it. Netflix
But-
already did it.
They
even
went
put
in.
it-
Whoa! They did it in
They made
X-ray.
an announcement. They did
it in like the X-ray thing, right? So you hover over it and it goes Elliot Page. But
Yep.
are they going to go in and manually change the credits in every movie They did that
Yep.
already?
I don't think they did it for every movie she's done. Probably just the Netflix stuff.
It's just like the
Right.
description or
Oh
like.
no,
actors.
it's in the description. It's the description.
But
The
like
X-ray.
she's still
when you hover over it.
credited, or he's
But
still
at the-
credited as Ellen.
Yeah.
Right, when you come to the end of the movie and the credits roll that are recorded onto the file, they're going to
Yep.
have to go in and change that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's
They
really
did?
funny because so I know you've done a
Look
lot
at
of
the
research.
effort they'll put into this shit. What the
It's insane. It's honestly one of those things where it's like, and I've talked to these guys about it a bunch of times. It's like, I am totally cool with like being an ally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like talking about stuff. But when you don't have these like moral foundations to stand on and you just like randomly do shit, it's like, so what do you expect? Like, what do you want from this? And
What does
it's-
Elliot want from it?
It's fucking hell, dude. I like
Because I could probably give you a good guess based on psychology, but
Aiden, you have known as a female with ovaries, you know that
that's a big assumption. Are you going to assume my
sorry.
gender?
I don't want to assume your biology.
Aiden is actually mostly a male name, so to be honest.
Oh no.
Sorry, go ahead.
But a paladin is a strong, male
Yeah.
asserted. Anyway, I'm going to tell our fans, we're going to get a little political. If we maybe talk about a couple other things, it'll be kind of fun. But if you don't want politics in any way ever of all time, I argue the whole Ellen Page, Elliot Page thing is
Oh, it's
beyond
political.
politics. I not only is it political, I think it is part of the media. It's part of it. So you got to deal with it.
I
And if
don't
you
think
like
that.
it,
Yeah, I don't think the two. I don't think you can break them apart at this.
I don't think so. The MSM, mainstream media as they call it,
The lamestream media.
they have they have blended these worlds together so much that we can't do it. I'm sorry. It's like people get pissed off. So if you guys are mad, this is the time to tune out. Otherwise, stick with us.
I'll say for you, John. If you don't, politics are always in everything.
Yes.
And anyways, in some fashion, it
In
doesn't
some
matter.
fashion.
I'm a massive Star Trek fan. That's politics 101.
Yeah.
I would just call you a massive, but in a nice way.
Well, yeah, I would say Star Trek is one of the few things where you could have always made that case that Star Trek is inherently political, because they've always more than dipped their toe into politics. But it's only been maybe like in the last 10 years that everything has become politically engaged in some way or another. Or maybe it was before and I just didn't see it, but I don't think it was. I think we used to be allowed to have that thing called fun. I don't think that's allowed anymore.
I don't know. I might push back. I think everybody has inherent bias. Everybody has natural bias. I think the thing is that people used to tell their stories the way they wanted, and we had a chance to say no or say yes. And nowadays, they're more blatant, which is sad. So there's not a lot of room for interpretation. Thank you, Ryan Johnson.
Right.
Thank you, something Dana Every or whoever the fuck did. And Patty Jenkins even with Wonder Woman. I can't wait for the new one to come out.
Wait, what are we thanking them for?
Actually, Wonder Woman was one of the better, like, feministy kind of movies, I thought.
I mean, you think until the third act, but
I said better. Like, I mean, when you're dealing with a big pile of refuse, every once in a while you'll find a slightly dirt-covered I'm not going to say diamond, you know, like
The
a
gold turd. The golden
like
turd.
a gold turd if you polish it enough. No, I mean, it wasn't a terrible film, which is not, I was expecting it to be trash, and it wasn't. So, you know, that's called an expectancy violation.
I'd agree.
When you expect something to be terrible, and it's better than you expect.
I would say what
that
I
wasn't
think.
as bad as I thought.
I think
How I felt
Wonder
with
Woman.
Inhumans.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think Wonder Woman and Shazam are probably in that same realm. Like it was just like
I felt
good
the same way about
enough.
Shazam. Yeah,
It was
I expected it to be
passable.
terrible. It was better.
But I had fun, and thank God I had fun. Even if the film was terrible, I had fun.
I mean, Batman v Superman's the best out of all of the DCEU guys.
Oh my god.
I know Michael says that.
I'm
like
joking,
in a
and
way.
I'm serious
You're
at the
not
same
joking.
time.
You actually legitimately love that. We've had some fights.
I would say I don't hate it as much as I hated Man of Steel. That movie
I agree.
personally offended
I agree.
me. So, and I don't get offended too easily. That movie
Because
offended me.
you're a big Superman fan, right?
Yeah, I am, and I thought Man of Steel was like what was a hate letter to Superman. Is someone who fundamentally hates the character and was like, how do I make this guy like a brooding emo cool dude? Okay, and a Jesus allegory. Well, he often is a Jesus allegory, but did you have to make him in the sign of the cross flying out of the
But
spaceship?
can you make the argument that every fucking superhero could potentially be an allegory, like
a Christ figure, or I
well,
suppose
unless you're
so.
Moon Knight. Unless you're Moon Knight and
Yeah,
you're Egyptian.
hang on. There's a lot of like I don't get a lot of the Christly love out of the Punisher, right? So I mean,
I don't know. Like his TV show, like, because let's be fair, when
Daredevil has a lot of it because he's a relapsed Catholic, so
super Catholic. Which, to be fair, is probably the best depiction of Catholicism ever. Because I grew up in the Catholicism world. Man,
did you have
really
the self-hate?
Oh boy, they really want you to fucking hate
They
yourself.
sure do.
Holy shit!
And that's
Holy
Daredevil's
shit.
whole. That's one of the best parts of his character is all his self-doubt. But the Superman as a Christ figure thing. My issue with that is that it is like baby read a Superman comic for the first time and decided to write a high school paper about it, because that's the kind of level of depth of understanding of the Superman character I got from that. It's like, yeah, okay, that's a very good surface level interpretation there. What's his name? Oh, who directed it now?
Snyder.
I've tried to
Snyder.
That's a very very intelligent 8th grade interpretation of the Superman mythos there, Snyder. But there's so many cool things that you could do. I mean, what Grant Morrison did with Superman is an excellent example. If you look at like a Secret Identity, All-Star, one of my favorite comics ever.
All-Star is one of my favorites.
It's really good. Or Secret Identity, which is Kevin, who wrote that? That's a good retelling of the Superman story. There are lots and lots of good Superman stories. Secret Identity probably should have been made into a movie. If they wanted to do it, that would be a great one.
Aiden, before you keep going.
Sorry, you're gonna be talking about Superman.
No. Oh no, you're good. No, I want to stay on the topic. We were bitching about this. We're trying to go for a circle. We are bitching. I don't know if you watched the Crisis on Infinitisms.
I watched a very good review of it. I have no desire to watch
you
it
mean
myself.
those EFAP minis?
I actually did watch this, but Procrastitara is a relatively smaller YouTuber, and if you guys haven't
please
heard
send
of
me
her,
the link.
It's Procrasti, as in like procrastination, PROCRASTI, and then TARA. Procrastitara or Tara. Her videos are all like just. She's very intelligent from what I can tell, and quite funny. And she did a breakdown of the what do they call it? Crisis on Infinite Earths or whatever their version of it they called it.
How dare you
so.
promote a woman? This is a patriarchy.
A brown woman
Stop
too.
it. Oh shit! Oh, too much melanin. I can't ever care about your position.
Identity is Busiek. I don't know why I thought Gillen, but good Busiek story. Superman. Sorry.
We were bitching about the fact. I don't know if you watch Legends or any of the CW stuff.
No.
We kind of reluctantly watch it. I was a huge fan of the first couple of seasons of everything.
I liked Arrow.
I loved
first.
Arrow.
Yeah. I
Two
liked
seasons.
a little bit of Flash.
I gave Arrow 2 seasons. I gave Flash 2 seasons, and then it all kind of went to hell. And then I
had
watched
to break
it
my
out of-
leg to watch that shit. So
He literally broke his leg, and I feel bad because I told him to watch them because I was enjoying. And this is granted like 8 years ago when they were like season 3. So I was like, check it out. It's great. It's awesome. And then I'm like, stop watching, please. Like, don't do it. And then every week he'd come back to me. He's like, did you watch it? I'm like, yeah. I'm upset. But
well, I mean, I hadn't watched any of it until I broke my leg, and then I sat down and watched the first season of Legends, which was fucking awesome.
he loved Legends. That was what a way to start the CW too, by the way.
And then
Like
I went
the Avenger, you essentially
2016?
watched Avengers and then went
back. Yeah.
I didn't even watch. Oh, the Legends of Tomorrow. Yeah. I
Sorry.
did not watch this at all. No, I just don't. I did it for 6 years. Oh my god!
It's fun and dumb.
I'm still out of
It's
touch,
fun
I
and
guess.
dumb. I will always say Legends of Tomorrow is one of those things where it's like they realize they're retarded.
I'm fine with that.
It was
That's
kind of like
what you
watching
need to embrace.
Aquaman. It was kind of like
DC.
watching Jason Momoa's Aquaman.
Yes,
It's like,
I think
Poor
DC
Tivis.
needs. I really believe that's because Marvel
Sorry,
certainly
Tim.
embraced it. No, that's how Marvel movies got huge, was by embracing the inherent weirdness and stupidity of the Marvel universe. And DC, the reason I didn't like DC movies, and I haven't liked most, and now they've done this horrible 180 with all of the Birds of Prey, Harley Quinn stuff,
Oh my
where it's like
God.
now we're trying to be quirky and funny and not take ourselves
but
seriously.
not only that, but dark at the same time.
But
Like we're
you're not
breaking
doing it
legs
right.
and hurting people and like, oh, I again, Michael, sorry. Birds of Prey is so bad. It fucking blows my mind how bad that film is.
I should watch it.
I
I-
love the difference. Like a Stan over here, me who fucking hates it, and guys like,
It's still
Maybe
in the
I'll
wrap
watch it.
behind me on the shelf.
I mean, I haven't watched it. Again, I've just listened to reviews of it from, because,
Yeah.
look, do you want to know what I watched today? I watched Ashen's new movie, The Polybius Heist, and I had a very good time watching that movie. If you know, Ashen's is a YouTuber, if you guys
you're
know, but he
such
put
a
together,
fucking nerd.
but he did a really cool movie about them stealing a Polybius, which is, I guess, another thing. But in Ashen's, it's a YouTuber, and it was just a fun film. It wasn't like a high, super expensive production, obviously, but I really enjoyed it. That I want to watch movies that I think I'm going to enjoy. I really
Yeah.
First, I'm not a movie review channel, right? I
Yeah.
do it for fun, and I'm
Yeah.
a big comic book fan, so I
Which-
do
which
actually
is a
care
big
about
thing.
comic books.
Which-
I don't
which-
like to myself have a
if
bad
they're
time.
which if they like I'd like to fucking squash that too. Anybody who watches us, which I don't think is a ton, I don't know. I'm a co-host. I'm not even in the fucking theme song, by the way. But
I'm not in the outro.
You're welcome, everybody.
shut up, Tivis. We brought you on because you were part of the fandom. It's
You're
thought I
more
was
than
just the
welcome
only
to
nerd
make
you
a
found.
new outro, dude. Like, I'm just so busy. I'm not making one right now. Oh,
You all
It's
smell.
fine.
but you're both welcome, and the internet is welcome that you guys are not, in the intro.
I completely lost my point now. You guys fucking. I'm done. I don't know. I lost it. It's fine.
You were trying to like self-hate on yourself or something for not being in the intro, and like you always do.
No, that's not. As I always do. Aiden, do your point because I lost.
I've lost. It's gone.
Right,
out into
John,
the
you
ether.
fucked it up.
All right.
I can't.
So how
now I
about
can't hold into a thought for too long.
No, I got
just tell
this.
them to be gone, and
I got begone thought. I do have a thing to bring it back to Superman. She is a weeb, if nobody remembers. So I'm curious if you've seen this, if not. And I'm actually curious if the testicle bros over here have seen him.
I don't know if I hate that nickname.
You'll be fine. I've been watching One Punch Man.
Oh yeah,
Stop fucking telling me you can't write a Superman story. That's insane.
you can. One Punch Man is a good example of it, and
I made
remember
my mom watch it. My mom watched it at Thanksgiving and told me and my my girlfriend that we're retarded, but she enjoyed the shit out of it. It was one of those things where she was like enthralled and talking about stuff, and she goes, "That was dumb," but like she's like, Do you remember that thing? You know what I mean? Like she
related
was
to it in some way.
She was
Yeah.
engaged. She was engaged. And it's so fucking insane to me that you really don't think that you can write a Superman story. Like, wow, how fucking off base are you?
I think it's a sign of bad writing, right? Every time I hear somebody say you can't write Superman because he's a Boy Scout with God powers, yeah, and it's like, well, maybe you can't write a good story about a Boy Scout with God powers, but there's all kinds of little human stories you can tell about him, you know. I mean, there are stories you can tell about his human side, about what is it like to be a god living among mortals, and wanting more than anything. The thing that I love about Superman is that he just wants to be one of them. He doesn't want to be a god, but he has these powers and he has this responsibility that's thrust upon him because of that status. I think he would really like. He wants to be Clark Kent. You know, it's the desire and the intent of the individual. Where some superheroes, want to be the superhero. They want to have this alter ego and save people. And I think deep down, Superman just wants, in good stories. Because the thing with comics is that they're always incredibly eclectically written. So in good stories,
which I mean, is what you're gonna do. So Aiden, I gotta ask. So two questions actually. One, my favorite part is figuring out what's the story. Are we talking about Clark or are we talking about Kal-El? Don't detonate him. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's interesting. Because I get really pissed off. It's one of my biggest fucking gripes about the Snyder stuff. Stop calling him Kal-El. Stop it. It's
that's very
bullshit.
weird.
It fucking pisses me off.
Well, imagine if, let's just put it, let's ground it, right? Let's put that into the real world. You have a child who is adopted from birth, and you are going to refuse to call them by the name of their adopted family. Just basically pretend like their adoptive family doesn't exist.
Or 24 hours ago, I called her Ellen Page.
Right. Well,
it's fucking insane. It's insane.
I guess I guess with that stuff. Yeah,
but you know what I mean?
Thing,
but my whole deal is like, we're not going to necessarily like blend those together. But the idea is like, you're sitting here looking at somebody, well, and we've always talked about that when it comes to DC and Marvel, like the idea of like gods trying to be humans versus in Marvel humans becoming overpowered. That's always kind of like the rhetoric, even though it's not necessarily true because we also have mutants and whatnot. Fucking hell, guys. Like, it's one of those things where I have to sit back and go, with Superman, like, imagine a story where, like, his dad has cancer and he can't do anything about it. You got all of his power.
Make
him a human. Make him a human.
I mean, it's happened where he's had to watch Pa Kent die, and not in the horrible way that it happened in the Snyder film of,
tornado? Fuck off.
Like, it's like, he can just save you right now.
He literally could have grabbed him before anything or anyone saw him.
Right?
I know Smallville wasn't, as well liked as other DC stuff.
Oh, I
felt like they had
I liked it.
Okay, I love Smallville.
The Pa Kent stuff in that way better.
Yeah. Well, in one of the comics, and I can't remember the name of it right now, although it'll come to me eventually. He has cancer. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Superman has to sit there and watch his father die of cancer, of something he cannot fix. And it's the same reason that One More Day is, to the current era, the worst Spider-Man comic ever written, because it's like Peter should have just let Aunt May die, because that's something
fucking
important.
Spider-Man me right now.
But that's what I mean. It's like that's an important part of character development is that you have these people who have these godlike powers, but when you show them to be human and you ground them and say, but they still have the same problems and the same emotions and feelings as that we all have, then that makes Superman a relatable character and not the big blue Boy Scout with the powers of Christ. It's on steroids. Like,
and I don't even need him to be on either side. Like, I mean, I'm like, can you be the big Boy Scout and at the same time like martial law? Like, I'm fine with either of those. It's like, I don't need you to be on these sides. Like, I don't know. When you have superpowers like that, I kind of would like you to be more objective, if that makes sense. Like, understand, like... Oh, and I guess even with a superhuman, it's like, maybe being subjective is actually better. Like, the idea, I just save everybody. It's kind of like with doctors and nurses and stuff. It's like, I don't care if you shot someone. I need to save your life.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
there's gonna be a lot of
I
ethical
understand.
quandaries in Marvel if you start
Well,
asking what questions about why elixir doesn't go and cure all disease. But I mean, yeah, I can.
Then you watch fucking Black Panther, and it's like, why? Well, why didn't you have super juice given out to everybody? Purple drank.
People always forget about Elixir, which, if you don't know, Elixir is a mutant who is an Omega level mutant, of which there are only about like 10 or 12, and his ability.
You're about to fucking Xmas.
Well,
Do you know?
what Elixir's powers?
I gotta ask.
Huh?
I gotta ask a question before you go on, and please don't lose. Please don't lose your track.
I got it.
Have you ever watched Comic Book Girl 19?
Oh yeah, we did a stream together not long ago.
Shut the fuck up! Really?
No, wait, Comic Girl 19. Who am I thinking? No, we didn't. No,
Danica.
Danica. No. I was getting confused with that Star Wars girl.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh my god.
That girl, and I went like, oh, wait,
woof.
no.
Yeah,
Comic Girl
no.
19. I remember her back from in the day. I haven't watched a video from her in a long time though.
She's been pretty trash lately. She went the realm of OnlyFans and kind of like liberal nonsense.
Hey.
California
I got
shit.
the liberal vibe a long time ago. So
But
It's okay
but to be
have
fair,
OnlyFans, dude. I just
game,
got one too.
No, to be fair, her Game of Thrones videos were so fucking solid back in the day. I loved her channel, and then I kind of said, "Nah, okay, she lost her mind. It's fine. We'll fuck off." But continue. I was really curious.
Do you guys think though, Snyder wouldn't have done like the traditional Superman? Well, he didn't do a traditional Superman, but tried to do a traditional Superman, and rather they would have had him just do like the Soviet Superman, if that would have been any better with his
Red
style.
Sun.
Red Sun.
Red
I think
Suns?
for the way that he looks at Superman, that would have worked out way better for his clear disdain.
movie.
Yeah.
For his clear hatred of the character. I just know other way I can describe.
Because nobody would have went to that film. Nobody would have went to that film.
Oh, I would have went to that.
I would have, but I feel like it would have been
your
hard to
child
tell.
fell asleep, by the way.
I wouldn't have taken my child to go see Red Sun.
I think I would have been all right if he would have done Injustice as well.
Yeah, Injustice would have been.
No, people would have gone to Injustice though. That's different. Like
Maybe.
This is an idea of a good Superman turned evil, and we all had to watch the heroes that we love be our heroes. Go against him. Snyder doesn't seem to know what morality is, and that's a problem.
No, and I always am, and maybe this is a bit generalizing, but I always look a little bit side-eyed at people who hate Superman just as an idea. It's like, I hate that he's a good person. It's like, oh, that's kind of a scary sign.
Dude.
I know,
You can't be
like that.
altruistic. Like, that's what we want. Like, we want altruistic people.
Well, they
because
did the
even if
same-
they're wrong, we still need to know their idealism. Like, that's important. It's why free speech is fucking important. If you're retarded, I want you to dig your own grave. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
I would say they did the same bullshit though to Captain America. Like, people don't want Captain America to be, Boy Scout boy too, and then they go and make him like, oh, he's part of Hydra this whole time, and all this are bullshit.
Oh,
Like,
that was
I don't know if that's the same. I don't know if
Oh.
that's the same thing though. There's a difference between like he did something morally apprehensible versus like, well, no, he was an
I'm saying the
undercover
writers,
agent.
don't want him to be like the Golden Boy.
Oh, they hate it. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, well, because you
That's
don't want
about-
America first. You don't want that.
Just
You
the-
want-
Is it just that? Is it just America hatred? I wouldn't be shocked.
hello, Kamala Harris or whatever.
I know.
That's actually
The,
No, I meant the video game.
The
Kamala?
Captain Kamala.
Kamala.
Oh my
think-
god.
Kamala.
Camilla.
What a fucking
Camilla?
like seriously though, like you don't see the fucking failure of that video game? Like it,
Wait, which video game?
I think it
the
has
new
more to do with
Avengers
the-
one that came out?
The way
Where
Oh, I did-
Plastic Girl or whatever the fuck her name is.
Miss Marvel.
Is that what it is?
It's
Wait,
Marvel.
we've gone in a very. What's happening?
She's the same. She's just big fist, retarded Middle
I
Eastern
thought you meant
girl.
Kamala Harris. Oh, Kamala Khan. Isn't that her
That's
name?
what I
Kamala
meant.
Khan,
Okay,
yeah.
I actually like.
Sorry,
Kamala
they're
Khan.
both fascists.
Actually, well,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not throwing that
okay.
word out.
So
I'm kidding.
I read Miss Marvel.
Even
when
though
it first
Kamala
came out,
Harris is actually a fascist. I'm just throwing that out there.
arguably. So I read Miss Marvel when it first came out, and I actually thought it was perfectly fine. Is it ripping off absolutely every Spider-Man comic ever? Oh yeah, it is really hard. One second, I have to do something real quick.
I actually enjoyed her in the story of that game. I think the biggest problem is the
So
way they
you've
made
played
it.
the game.
Oh yeah, I beat it.
Was
Is
it
it
really
good?
short?
Oh, the story is real good, but don't buy it for any more than like $5-10. It's a bargain bin game.
Is it like a $60 fucking game? Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a games of service.
And had
It-
a fucking huge fucking bug fix, dude.
Yeah.
And
it's
fucking
losing its
hilarious.
ass.
I have the
Dude.
poster for the game, and the poster looked badass, and that's all I need.
I'm sorry.
I don't
I
want
have
the game.
I have video proving that you can't lose. Like you don't have a fail state. Like if you
all
don't
it
push
is
the
is
button,
about
it's over.
It's about her getting.
They do that in Spider-Man too.
It's about her getting the Avengers
Fuck
back
off, that's
together,
not true.
right?
Yeah, they do. The Avengers, yeah, something
It's getting them back together.
bad
because-
happens, and they all blame themselves and split up.
Yeah.
And it's her like, I don't think what you think happened actually happened.
Gotcha.
But
Well,
Yeah.
the original comic, the initial comic from her that was written by a Muslim woman, which apparently matters. It doesn't matter to me, but apparently it matters to some people. I thought it was fine in terms of. I mean, I didn't love it. It was not like something I would reread, but it was fine. It's a very simple. I think that the things that made people who probably the couple of thousand people like myself who actually gave Kamala a chance as a character would have liked it because she's a big comic book nerd. That's her character arc is essentially she's a big comic book nerd and she gets to be a superhero. By the way, not something new. That's happened to other characters before to lesser or greater degrees. But it was fine. She's not an unlikable character, and much her arc and sort of line reminds me of a shitty version of Blue Beetle. And by that I mean
it's funny.
Jaime Reyes.
That's
Jaime Reyes.
okay. So fuck off, lady. This is the second time I've heard that. I heard that for the Homecoming Spider-Man debate. I totally agree with. And I totally, to be fair, I 100% agree with you, while at the same time saying the film is awesome. I am in that camp that I think that's really good, and I think Spider-Verse is probably one of the better Spider-Man movies ever made.
I'm gonna finally watch that this week. I need.
You haven't
to.
watched
You
it
haven't
yet?
seen Spider-Verse?
No.
You're a fucking piece of shit, Tivis.
The animation put me off. I'll be honest.
Fucking Michael sent me into a fucking pit of despair about the time thing. You're wrong, by the way, Michael.
No.
He bitched about the fact that Gwen got sent back in time for like 2 weeks. My bitching was, how'd she get in the fucking school? That was my bitching. What about Noir, dude? All those people were all in different time frames, and they all got fucking chucked around. It was all time. So you were wrong, by the way. And you fucking got me.
What are you talking about?
You fucking did
What are you
it.
talking about?
You kept telling me that it was weird that Gwen got sent back 2 weeks in time.
Yeah, because she's the only one that they say got sent back.
That's
2
not
weeks in
true.
time.
That's not true.
Yeah.
What about Black Noir?
What do you mean? He didn't get sent back 2 weeks in time.
He came into the future. They all time travel.
He's from a different universe, you dumbass. It's not time travel. She's the only one that went to a different universe and time travel.
Oh shit. Okay. No, calm down.
No, what
because
do you...
No, chill out. Because Southpaw. No, I've been doing it. Aiden, help me. Southpaw and a couple other people have been bitching. We've been having Spider-Man bitching fests.
I
on
don't
Twitter.
even. Well, I don't exactly remember this part of it. What are we even talking about at this point?
It's really funny. So Aiden, I have no idea.
Okay.
Well, no, I do have.
well.
No, I have an idea. I'm gonna paint the picture for everyone. Because you guys might not even know. So I'm kind of curious to how everybody feels about all of these takes. So Thought Theater, Blessed Southpaw, and a couple other people. Aiden, I know you know some EFAP. I'm sure you have better things to do. But at the end of the day,
Then listen to EFAP? No.
Right? For fucking 11 hours. So these guys were saying, so Raimi's Spider-Man 2 is not as good as you think, which, fair enough. I can work with that. Michael brought up some stuff about Spider-Verse, which I kind of agreed with like the time traveling and the random stuff. And then on top of that, we were also being told from these groups that The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is like the best Spider-Man made. And I go, this is all nonsense. This is proving that Twitter is insane.
I will say I liked it more than the first one, but that's it. I wouldn't say it's good.
And this is where it blows my mind. It blows my mind because I know I hate to bring up fucking PTSD stuff for you, Aiden. Mm-hmm. I remember the New Year's special for EFAP when you were on, and fuck all of those people, by the way.
Oh, I don't fucking care. Look, I get that every single fucking day,
it's
man.
the internet. It's the internet. And to be
just
fair,
that, when certain people get, it's just, in the past, at least, when people have gotten mad at me, it's been over something that like I could relatively understand being mad about. But I generally really, really like EFAP, and I like the crew, and I for the most part, the community is incredibly nice.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, I didn't even remember what the opinion was. It was something about like the Phantom Menace, wasn't it? I think is what I said. The Phantom Menace wasn't the worst movie ever.
That was one. I caught shit for that too. And then
I don't think it's a good movie, by the way. But it's kind of like I think that
it's fine.
I mean, my basic opinion is that the prequels are better than the sequels, which I don't know if that's a majorly contested opinion at this point.
I
don't like
understand
the prequels.
how that could ever be that. If anything,
I don't like the prequels. I don't like any of them. There's not a single one of them that I think is a really great movie that I would willingly watch again. But
if I had to make an argument, I would go Mandalorian versus the prequels because they're both shit.
I haven't seen the new season. I really liked the first season. Oh, people didn't like that opinion that I had.
You liked the first season? Oh.
Yes,
Ooh.
I did.
All right.
I like how she goes.
Oh, this is what I caught shit over. This is what I caught shit over. So I like the first season.
I turned on you. Sorry, Aiden. It's going to be my entire life that I cancel you because.
No, don't do it. That's okay.
Insane.
I've been canceled by so many people so many times. It's fine.
It's also okay. John doesn't have the power to cancel anybody. He has no
How
power.
dare you? How dare you reveal the fact that I'm a nobody?
No, my boyfriend and I watched it together, and we both really enjoyed it. And I mean, that was my experience in that time with another person that I like spending time with. And am I going to say that it's objectively good? I'd have to watch it more critically.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it when I watched it, is what I know. And that's. If I was making like critical videos on it,
Exactly.
I do think that
that's part of the process.
I think that Mahler is 100% correct in that whether or not something is good is objective. You can have an objective level of something.
Well, you can have both.
But you can have a subjective level of enjoyment of something. And if I enjoyed something, I enjoy a lot of terrible things. So
you read fucking research for fun. You're fucking
I
nerd.
sure do.
So I'm not taking your opinion on shit. I'm kidding.
Well, I'm trying to think of something that I like that's objectively terrible.
I think one of my favorite...
I love Homestuck. I'm a huge Homestuck fan, and I think like everyone hates that. So
what's that? Well,
there you go.
Well, here's two things. One, I'm gonna go rest in peace, Wolf. we miss you, my dude.
Oh yeah.
But I totally agree with the adaptation versus quality. Like, even Stephen King came out and said The Shining sucked compared to his book. But most people will say not only is the book good, but the movie's potentially better, if not good on its own.
I think there's arguments you could make that. I think Stephen was a little bit salty.
Yeah, and then you watch,
It
and
would,
then
by
you
the way,
watch
would not be the
fucking
first
the new
nor the
one.
last
What's
time
the new
he
one?
gets salty.
What's the new one?
Dr. Midnight?
Yes,
Dr.
Doctor
Sleep.
Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Doctor
Sleep.
Midnight's
Yeah.
fucking
DC
Stargirl.
Well,
fucking
see, there is another version of The Shining that's a lot better than the Jack Nicholson one.
Although
Yeah, the TV one.
Nicholson's performance alone, though,
Yes.
it's not the book, right? It's a different entity,
Mhm.
but it stands alone as a piece of media,
Mhm.
and I think that can make something fun, to use that horrible word.
Okay,
But
and
I
it can
think-
make something. It can make something good, even if it's not a direct adaptation. So something I've been going off on a little bit of a difference here to, I guess, try to orient things. I'm very upset because apparently it's been announced that one of my favorite book series is going to be adapted. It's a problem because there's only one book out in the series.
What's the,
Oh,
what's,
no.
what's the book? I gotta know.
It's the Kingkiller Chronicle. The first book is Name of the Wind. It's by Patrick Rothfuss. And I already know, I was just talking to someone earlier on Twitter in DMs about like what they're going to do to destroy this series. They're going to absolutely ruin it, and I know the ways they're going to do it because I saw the Artemis Fowl movie. And
So okay, so what? So can you
Why?
fucking hell? No, okay, so chill. So I'm gonna put a pause.
Wait. I got
So
to
Artemis
ask.
Fowl.
I got to ask because I have no
Fucking
clue what the
hell.
fuck Artemis Fowl is based on.
That's what I was trying to do.
But I've seen the movie. I've seen the
own the first
movie.
one.
So you already saw the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Did-
shut
did
up.
you like
shut
it?
Up. Shut
So,
up. No,
it
shut up,
wasn't-
guys.
It
Shut
wasn't
up,
the worst
shut up.
thing Disney's
Guys.
done lately. So
Guys,
wait.
guys. Aiden actually knows stuff. I need the three of you to shut up.
The three
wait,
of
no,
us.
I actually, sorry. What was your opinion on Artemis Fowl? Because I wanted to know this first.
no.
No, hang on, I do.
Well, because I wanted to know
important.
what the book was, and
I
I
will
wanted to
explain
know what
it.
the movie was.
Right.
I will explain it in a moment. Let's talk about Artemis Fowl because it'll lead into my.
All right, go
So-
nuts.
It leads into it.
Go nuts.
The movie
Artemis
just
Fowl
felt super
and or Harry
rushed.
Potter, both getting really bad adaptations recently.
Harry Potter should be fucking dismantled. That fucking shit is insane. It's a terrible film. The film franchise
well,
is
fuck
Which
them,
one?
fuck them now.
There's like
It's garbage.
700 of them.
garbage. It's garbage. It's
Well,
poo-poo.
I will say fuck Fantastic Beasts for kicking Johnny Depp. Get fucked.
Dude, I'm fucking and then oh man, with the fucking audacity to
Sorry,
be like
trying to get off
Margot
topic.
Robbie's talking about bringing Amber Heard in for the wow, really?
For what?
Are you? Is that really
For what?
For a
Yeah.
fucking character on Pirates of the Caribbean the reboot.
Oh, I
Did
did
you
hear
guys
about
not
that.
hear
Yeah.
about that? That's fucking insane.
I did.
Oh my god.
I'm not shocked.
This is
I didn't even know she
this
was
is
attached.
she's
at all.
not, dude. This
Margot
is
Robbie.
where I go. Guys don't have a fucking chance. So good luck, Elliot Page. Fucking dipshit.
No. You have to understand that whole thing's a different thing. But let me reorient. Artemis Fowl. Why is it bad? Why is the movie adaptation bad?
Well, I'm just curious because I never read any of the books or anything like that. And the movie
okay, you
when that
hated it
came
not
out,
knowing it. Well, no, I'm interested because it's interesting to me because I really like the books. So I always like hearing people who just
Yeah.
saw the movie and why they didn't like it.
They
Just
did-
shit.
they did the weird what's that fucking actor's name? He did like a weird narration throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, that was annoying.
What is that guy's name? You hate him, John. I know that. He
What?
was in Beauty and the Beast and shit like that.
Luke Evans?
No. As Gaston's buddy,
Oh,
butt buddy guy.
fuck me.
I forget his character's name. But I
Josh
don't-
Gad.
Josh Gad. Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking
yeah,
hate that
Josh
guy.
Gad.
I hate him. I
Yeah.
hate him.
He's
I-
in everything Disney
I
does now. So.
loathe. I loathe him. I
Aw.
loathe him. I don't
Oh,
like
I don't-
him.
I don't
He's like
any-
James Corden. He's not talented and he's ugly. And
does
a
should go
weird
fuck himself.
voice in the whole
Let's not judge people by their
Um,
appearance. Unless they say stupid
fat.
things
I'm
on
fat
Twitter.
and round. I'm fat and round. I don't care.
Aw.
I will
Well-
throw fucking ad homs because he's also just kind of a bitch. Like,
I mean, he does
I've-
seem to be kind of a bitch, but the problem with Artemis Fowl, right, is that the problem with Artemis Fowl, it's a movie adaptation, is that Artemis Fowl as a character in the books is this incredible evil genius. He is not a good aligned character. He's just not. He is a conniving, manipulative little piece of shit, and we root for him anyway, even though he's clearly not acting in anyone's good faith beyond or best interest beyond his own, and he does develop a morality over a series of books, but not in the first book, not really at all. I mean, you are rooting for the bad guy in the first Artemis Fowl book, and continue to throughout the series. And then when they made a movie, they're like, well, people won't watch that if the main character is a bad guy. And
that's insane.
I know, but I know because Deadpool did so well, right? But they
To
for
be
whatever
fair,
reason,
anti-hero versus villain, but I'd watch a villain. That's
I mean,
wait,
we
we
all
are-
rooted for Thanos in Infinity War.
Thank
so-
you. That
Right.
was actually what I was going to talk about.
But I do think that that's a newer concept for mainstream film. I don't think it always has been, but
Do you
it
really
is.
think so? Like we like?
No, I
I
think
mean, we
it's-
made Dracula and Frankenstein's monster.
That's what I
like-
mean. I mean, it went out for a time. It went out for those MGM
I don't
films.
know.
John,
Anti-heroes
Frankenstein's
always work.
monster is not the villain. Frankenstein is, not his monster.
You're such a cunt. I hate
But-
you. You
But
knew what I
Frankenstein's
was talking
monster
about.
is the protagonist. And,
But have you
know-
watched like Falling Down or like?
Oh,
um,
Joker.
One of my favorite films.
I love Falling Down. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's,
Anti-heroes are a big deal, and I don't know if we ever lost that. I think like this was the same thing that I bitched about when it comes to the idea of inclusion and we don't get represented. I'm like, you're so full of shit. You're just not watching those films.
Yeah, no, you're completely right. I think that for a time it kind of became like this requirement that everything be super saccharine and it's obvious that the good guy is the good guy and the bad guy is a bad guy.
Yeah.
And I believe that is a product of millennial and post-millennial media consumption where we need to lay out things in very clear delineation of this is the good guy, this is the bad guy, and that translates into politics, by the way.
Well,
very
let me
curious
throw
to-
this one. Let me throw this one
Very
out.
much-
Remember Beowulf? We brought up Beowulf back in the day.
The actual story or the shitty movie?
The remake,
movie.
the shitty movie with Angelina Jolie, who was hot, that I
3D one?
masturbated too much. When she came out of the thingy. Anti-heroes are a thing, and that's why Tivis has a Deadpool poster behind him that can't figure out where the focus is.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. These stories have been told forever, and
Oh, sure.
I don't think the issue is the fact that stories are not or are being told. I think it's everybody wants to be blind. I think people have an agenda. They want to talk about something, and they go, "Well, I'm not going to watch that film because it completely deconstructs what I think." I think it sounds really dumb, but when it comes to everything, it's like, man, you could really fight people on this idea of like being screwed over for acting spots and blah blah blah. You're not doing it nowadays because it's not true. You could really go back. Aliens 2. Remember?
yeah.
Vasquez? Brown face. That's something you should bitch about.
But
But
there's certainly things.
the only reason why we didn't bitch about it was because it was a good actress.
People probably didn't even know either at the time.
Nobody knew. I didn't know. I didn't know as a kid.
I didn't know until just now.
Yeah, it's the same
Fucking
girl.
hell, for real?
It's the girl who plays
milk
the
carton.
adopted mom in
The milk
T2.
Huh.
I think that my point in bringing that up is that there seems to be this weird thing that's happened in media where and it's strange that it's happening at the same time of the new rise of the anti-hero in terms of Deadpool and Logan and a bunch of other characters like that who have become popular in fantasy media and fiction media.
Punisher. Ooh,
Is that there's
absolutely Punisher.
There's also this push, though, for hard, strict black and white characters on the other side.
Yes.
That we kind of like the anti-hero, but we have to be very clear that he's really the good guy. We can't have them actually push boundaries too much, which is why when they made this Artemis Fowl movie, which is technically a movie for children, so I know I can say that I can understand it, but I can't understand it. Because
okay, so I gotta ask. I gotta ask because I'm retarded. So I gotta ask about the Artemis Fowl stuff. So you, Michael and Aiden have watched it. So what is it? Like people call it like James Bond. Is that like too regressive, or is that actually?
It's like a kid's version of Kingsman almost.
Okay.
The movie is that the books are more like magical Sherlock Holmes meets Ocean's 11 in ways. I mean, it's a horrible way to describe it. I'm trying to like he's a super genius who is delving into the fairy realm and things like that. And
wait, what fairy?
Yes.
Yeah, there's magic and stuff.
There's magic.
Okay. Like seriously,
Josh
you guys
Gad,
gotta understand. Every time you
John, just to give you a hint, Josh Gad's character burrows through walls and stuff by eating the dirt, and it just shoots out his ass.
That was a horrible addition that did not look good.
Josh Gad, I'm going to say this right now, is a piece of shit, and he's not talented, and he's awful.
Can I say,
him and James Corden have no business doing anything.
Question.
I get it. You need a fat white man to do something.
And John's just mad
Do
they won't
better.
get him.
100. I agree with Michael.
Sorry, twist.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
the
the
so
movie
scared.
is
Guys, I apologize. You might hear the tornado sirens. It's all fine.
Yeah, we can hear him.
Testing. Okay. The first movie is I haven't seen it, and I've only read the first book, but I heard it's like an amalgamation of the first two books. Is that?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And it's not done well. And the biggest problem is that it takes a character who is an anti-hero at best and turns him into a pure hero. He has no negative. He just wants to help the fairies, and as soon as he's introduced them, it turns out that they're hoarding their gold, and he's feeling it.
That's how I felt about Maleficent.
But according to Will Smith, fairy lives don't matter today.
I was kind of okay with Maleficent, but I feel like it was the start of a bad trend of now we have to make every bad guy very sympathetic, and they all have to be redeemed. There can be no. It's funny because again, this comes at the same time in the timeline of at the same time that we have to have all these complex villains that aren't really as bad as they seem. Also comes in the same line as we are politically and in many other forms of media having very strong this person's good, this person's bad type of stuff. But
now I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna be an asshole here. Sorry, everyone, as I always do. I think it's on purpose. I think you want all of these films. You want to go back and re-edit films. You want to re-edit shows. The idea that redemption is very important. And I don't have a problem with redemption. The problem is you watch something like Batwoman and a lot of other things. I think people want to be able to have this like reconciliation where they can come back to zero. Where if I killed and murdered somebody in cold blood, I can still be redeemed. It's like
It's the hero's journey. It's also
no.
called excitation. It's the hero's journey, which is Joseph Campbell. It's also something called excitation transfer theory.
Yeah.
If we want to get into more the theoretical side of it,
Oh my god.
you want
I've
all
watched
this
a couple of your videos
to come
Yeah.
full circle. But people
It's
do want
dangerous.
resolution.
It's very dangerous.
I don't know if it's dangerous. I just find
Come
it
on, that you can George Floyd. It's a perfect example.
Well, no, I
He-
do think people should be able to be redeemed. It's a key part of the hero's journey is that sometimes the hero does something wrong
I'm
and they have to
okay
have a
with
redemption arc.
that.
Redemption
I'm okay with
redemption
that.
arcs are core to media and to media theory.
Oh
So
no,
I don't know
I'm
about
totally
that.
okay with that. My issue is that my issue is that like we almost covet it. The idea of we want everyone to be redeemed, and the idea maybe some people can't.
Although it's interesting that I've seen a lot of people on that same note have
Yeah.
a lot of support for Stormfront from the boys.
Okay,
He's really
yeah.
fun. But I mean, like people who otherwise would, people who sit on Twitter all day and scream about all the invisible Nazis that are all around them, love Stormfront.
How dare
like,
you?
what-
My armband
No,
is
but
in the mail.
They want her to be, I think, redeemed or something. And it's just an odd real world versus what we call the magic circle, which is the magic circle is this fake world that we create within media or within games and stuff like
But
that.
do you think?
Doesn't
But do you think it's-
Stormfront look like Anakin Skywalker now? Episode
what a
3
great
version.
fucking
She does. Oh,
Michael,
my.
that's brilliant. That was actually awesome.
You know,
I gotta ask though, but I mean, this is the hard part, where people ask for self-awareness, right? Like this is where we all live. The idea of self-awareness. Tivis, feel free to say yes. Love you, my dude.
Well, Tivis actually came up with something. He texted me, Tivis, say it, dude. About
Yeah.
the anti-hero shit.
I'm sorry,
like-
I tried to ask you earlier because you said I was like, oh, no.
Oh,
Like-
who knows what that was? My mind
No,
goes all
say
over
it.
the damn place. But no,
This is
the whole
it's a safe
talking
space.
about clearly defined good and bad and no in between. I know you can't really speak to this, Aiden, but that is one of my biggest annoyances with WWE wrestling right now is they do
Oh.
not have anyone in between like Stone Cold used to be, like The Rock sometimes did. There's nothing in between. And it's just
It's either
super
good
generic.
or bad.
May I speak before Aiden? Because Aiden's gonna be the smarter person. I'm gonna say the stupid thing.
Oh. Not necessarily. Mine could probably be really stupid. You don't know.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
That's stick interjection. Oh, god damn it.
I grew up with these guys when it comes to the whole wrestling thing, and I fell out. I fell out of love. It happens. My issue is when they start doing things like that, it's like, okay, so are they playing the character? Or are they saying something? And it gets really, really bleeded. And I think it's the same issue. And granted, like even in like their 40 chess, which I understand that I'm getting a bit away from your question. Everybody does this. TV shows, ads, wow, Hulu, Netflix, all these places. You need to understand, follow the money. That's one. Just follow the money, and then you'll figure out where their actual ideology lives. But that's unfair to a lot of the people who just work under the umbrella. Not everybody believes in that stuff, and I understand that. When it comes to your wrestler, when they say this stuff, it makes you wonder, are they saying it or did they write it? And
It's
Michael really brought this up all the time. Like, you look at The Rock or Steve Austin, they just let him go.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope for the best. You got to understand, companies own everything now. that's why nothing is fun. That's what I'm going to say. Let my quote be that. The companies own everything and nothing's going to be fun ever again.
I would say
they're going to make the option of fun.
I'm so confused.
I would say, Tiffany, more specifically to your point, there's actually some research on that. Indicate I don't have the citation in front of me right now, although I could pull it up, but it'll take me like 10 minutes to do it. But there's some relatively new research that shows that under times of duress or stress or fear, which I believe 2020 very thoroughly is indicative of, people want very strong good and bad things to root for. They want hopeful figures. So if WWE is going into a direction more neutral or flip-floppy characters, it could very well be a product or a relationship to the fact that we're living in an uncertain time, and uncertainty demands certainty, and moral certainty is part of that.
I could see that if they didn't start it 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I don't know. I thought it was like this
No,
year.
I agree with what you're saying, but no, this company's been doing it for a long time.
They've been doing it for a minute. And
My
not only
face
that,
destroyed.
well, also within 2020, we've had AEW building up, which is their basic competitor now.
Well, and you've also broken off into 3 other different companies. With other people.
They have
who
different
have
companies
come
and
out
shit
and said
within there.
Shitty things
And
about.
Yeah.
It's
The
one
whole
of those
thing with
things-
them is it's a writing team now on everything. And then
you
you also have like a 70-year-old dude like telling them what to write.
But you guys also realize you guys would be canceled for like agreeing with what the WWE is doing, right? Like
What do
you
you mean?
get that
You get canceled
because they're
for doing
shitty.
anything.
You could be canceled for being alive.
Oh no, I was very disappointed in how they gave Undertaker his send off just this last week
Yeah,
or so.
shit.
It
It
was
was
bullshit.
They hologrammed the dead guy.
It's fucking bullshit. Like you could do better. You're a multi-billion-dollar
that was weird.
company.
Look at these nerds.
Hologrammed a dead guy. I mean,
They-
unless it's Tupac, I don't support.
It wasn't even a good
Didn't look as
hologram.
good.
It wasn't even a good hologram. It was like one of those
Suge
things that
Knight's
kids can
coming
have in their
after you,
bedroom.
Suge Knight will be outside of your window tonight.
I love Suge Knight.
Poor Paul Bear.
I actually, real talk, Suge Knight had some bars. I'm just throwing it.
Sure did.
Yeah, the bars he's behind.
Oh,
I
well
wanted
done.
to bring this back to Artemis Fowl and my fear in them adapting King Killer. Sorry, this is
It's gonna be awful.
No, go
You
ahead.
know it's gonna be awful.
my here's what I will give my prediction for King Killer Chronicle 2022 or whatever it comes out. So I'm making a prediction 2 years in advance about this film. The main character in the film is a bard, which if people don't know much about me, in every RPG I get a chance to, I play a bard. It's my favorite class. And by that I mean TTRPGs, regular RPGs. I really love the bard class. And not the meme of, let me go to the tavern and bang all the wenches. No, I like bards for more reasons.
Bang all the witches.
That's,
All right.
that's how some people
Slut.
perceive what bards as.
You're a
'cause they're high
slut.
charisma.
I
That's
knew
how-
it.
No, I don't like bards being played that way. It's my point. But the character who's the main character, the primary character of King Killer Chronicle, is a ginger, and in the first book, which is what's basically out there now, has to spend like 3 years in absolute abject poverty, as in living on the streets, scrounging for bread. I'm going to call it now. They will cast him as a black person. I'm just calling it, and I don't think it has
But
anything
you're
to do.
racist, though.
No, I mean, like, if
I'm
there's a
kidding,
great
I'm kidding.
black actor who can really depict a genius 13-year-old kid, which I mean there could be. I'm not saying there's anything against that, but the character is described as being pale as shit and ginger and a gypsy, by the way, if I can use that term. But he is, in terms of he is mistreated by other people within the universe because he is part of a clan.
Well, I
of
mean,
people.
think about the idea that, like, if we said gypsy about the
That's the best way to describe what
the Disney film. Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Right.
Like,
Now
I
you
mean,
can't
are
say
we going to
that.
be canceled? Are we going to get canceled because we said that?
I mean, I guess you have to call them
That's insane.
travelers now. I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm saying like the most succinct way to
That's
describe
confused.
what he is in the book series is a white, red-headed gypsy whose entire family is slaughtered and is forced to live on the street for 3 years, scrounging for bread, doesn't have shoes, and then basically, through his cunning and intelligence and skill, connives his way into Harry Potter Hogwarts. And it is a
Harry
fantastic,
Potter, like, I have
What's
to
the
it's
say.
name?
brutal, really brutal Hogwarts, where if you screw up, you are dead real fast. You're
Okay.
dead, and you have to pay
So-
tuition. There's tuition at Hogwarts in this universe, and it's
So-
very high.
I've decided a thing is going to happen right now. I want to
No.
keep talking. I'm
Wait,
having a
wait.
good time.
Well, I only brought that up real quick because I think that it's going to get the Artemis Fowl.
No,
treatment.
no.
Yeah.
I'm with
Can't take
you.
that character
I'm
accurately.
having a really good time talking. I am going to, as the co-host, quote out,
Oh, you don't get
I
to
think-
say.
I think we're gonna call it. And then what I would like to do is you do your quote. Your quote.
Well, okay, so what's John saying is we're going to end the podcast right now, guys.
Yeah.
But we're going to hang out and talk some more, I guess.
I'm
wants
like
to
trying
do.
to read. I'm trying to
if
read
everyone
all
wants
my
to.
things that I have.
The
I'm
fuck,
sorry.
dude.
I have so many things. I'm like trying to read a bunch of things. I'm sorry. I had like a
Sound like the
fucking-
drunken uncle at Thanksgiving.
Shut up.
Um,
You smell. You smell
last
like a
thing for
butt.
Artemis Fowl, I want to say is don't watch that. Instead, go to Netflix and watch The Babysitter's Guide to Monster Hunting because it was a lot better of a kids movie. Just so, yeah.
No.
What
Are
was
you gonna
that
do a
book
quote?
one more time?
And it
before we leave?
has a what was that?
I was asking what the book she was talking about. What was the name of it? And who?
It's called The Name of the Wind. It's part of the King Killer Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. Check it out. And specifically, if you don't have time to read it, I've read it before, but I've been listening recently. We were listening to the audiobook, and the audiobook is fantastic. So
I am
audiobook
putting
is
that in my book list.
worth listening to. If you don't want to have time to read it, listen to the audiobook. The whoever reads it is great. I'm sorry, I don't know his name.
That sounds
Awesome.
like an awesome story, so I'm definitely checking that out.
It's very
Awesome.
good.
Well, I guess thank you, Aiden, for showing up since John wants to get the cast over with. Thank you for showing up with us. John, this is just so random. This is weird, bro. Weird. I'm going to quote the movie Juno as Juno
I can't
McDuff,
imagine why.
played by Ellen Page, as it says on this paper right here.
You mean
Or on
Elliot?
the website. No, it still says Ellen.
Oh.
Talking to J.K. Simmons, which was her dad, I believe it was in that movie. And this is a short one. Juno McGuff. I don't know what kind of girl I am.
Apparently not one at all. I'm sorry.
Michael, come on. Let's go. That was awesome. Come on, you prick.
Come on. Say your stupid thing so we can end the show.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No.
That was
I
literally
got
the
one.
quote. That was the quote, dumbass.
Oh, was it? Oh man. Later nights?
I got one from Killer. If you want me to do it,
Yes!
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it!
you have to be a bit of a liar to tell a story the right way.
Hell yeah!
Ooh.
That's it.
John!
Just say later nerds. It's fine. I already said it.
No, you didn't.
get-
It was
I
so
get-
quiet, I barely heard it.
I gave you a later nerds like 20 seconds ago.
All right, later. Bye. Peace. Later.
Oh
Bye.
my god. This fucking... Aiden.
Fuck.
You just finished another great episode of Operation Babble. You can catch every episode of Operation Babble on all your audio streaming services, including SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Radio Public, and more. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/Operation Babble, and join the conversation today by searching for the Operation Babble group on Facebook. Links also in the description. Don't forget to find Myke on all social platforms, including YouTube, by searching Myke Shrews, MYKESHREWS. You can find John on Instagram and YouTube via Bald Man Bad. Thanks and have a great day.